Hello there.
Oh, that's too funny.
I just thought that would be a fun way to start the show. Hello, Say Wong. Hello, Mets.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey there.
I thought it's very appropriate too, because I literally changed my background because I don't want people to judge my house. My husband would kill me. Like, you didn't clear off that table. But I do have ears on this. That's the only reason I wanted to show it off.
I know you're kind of fading into your background.
I am. It's okay. I'm just becoming one with my inner spirit animal. I'm a fox. What do I say?
Gentlemen with voices, hello there. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Say Wong, how are you guys doing? It is damn near Thanksgiving, guys. Is everybody prepared?
Yeah. How the hell is that possible that we're already halfway through this month? Because it literally feels like Halloween was yesterday.
Right. Dude, this whole year, I feel like the whole second half of this year is just
right after August. You're like, what the fuck? What? Wait, it's Christmas?
No, slow down. My bank account can't take it right now.
Tell me about it. Oh, God.
How's everybody doing, Fours? What's up with you, my man? How's your week been?
Not too bad, Anthony, Mrs. Fours.
I'm digging your background. I was about to say it.
Oh, my God. I love it.
Do that for you.
I'll have to wait and watch. No, I'm assuming that's from the game.
You know which character I am, right? All right, wait, you haven't played it yet, have you?
He hasn't played it yet. We're waiting for you. We're going to do it together. That's why
you will know, and I'll be like, because I'm pretty sure I'll be.
Oh, yeah, it's hard to miss.
Van, I'm doing okay, man. I've got my brand new job starting in about a week and a half. Training's done, so I got the next week and a half to pretty much chill and get caught up on Kyber Cave stuff. And yeah,
woo!
Is that a live
vacation time? What's up, John? No, this is live right now. We are live. It's not Memorex, not yet.
We're live. We're absolutely live.
You got big stuff planned. How are you feeling about the gaming? Okay, now that you're kind of into it, you've been settled in. Like, it's not just a new, fresh thing. Like, are you still feeling good? Are you still excited about the games you're playing?
Heck yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm almost done with episode 7. I'm trying to launch it tomorrow.
Ooh.
And Graveyard and I just started our live of Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening. And hopefully Mrs. Fours will be joining us next Thursday.
I will be missing. I'll be there next Thursday. Hopefully. It depends on family stuff.
And then
Thanksgiving just next week.
Oh God, it's Thanksgiving.
She and I and this amazing super person right here is going to be starting Legend of Dragoon before we know it.
I got a bogey. I gotta go.
Somebody's got to go.
So apparently somebody's got to go.
Bye, whoever you were. I have no idea who it was.
That was my husband. He's playing Apex right now.
Okay. Mystery solving.
Frey girl, how has your week been?
Pretty good. Didn't go see an exciting movie or anything, so I don't have anything.
I saw Wakanda Forever.
Oh, did you? Yay!
Yes.
Did you love
Yeah.
it?
How many people? How many people raise your hand if you've seen Wakanda Forever so far? 2, 3,
Three of us.
Can't
we're
talk
not
about
even
it
the
yet.
majority in this group. Yeah.
Next week.
Hey, you were saying? Sorry, I interrupted. I got.
Oh no, you're fine. No, yeah, just hanging at home and being a housewife for now. So
sometimes that's a full-time job in and of its own.
Yes, when your husband yells, "Go, go, go," and people don't know what that means. So yeah, it's fine.
well, okay. I'm gonna leave that be. Graveyard, you survived October.
Yes, that was rough.
Movie
sure.
marathons every single night.
Oh, absolutely. And this week was the Manos Hands of Fate trilogy for Distance Learning last night.
Right. I love the whole crossover experience that's happening with the different channels. Come over here for one part of the story, and over here for another part.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was blast. I was like I said, as long as this evil device leaves me be, I should be fine. 7 a.m. Monday. I'm good.
Speaking of backgrounds, what is yours? Because it almost looks like it could be Yoshi Island, but I feel like I might be wrong.
It does look like Yoshi Island, doesn't it, Anthony?
It looks like it. But it's the island in Link's Awakening.
Yep.
Oh,
And I'm about to go match it.
nice.
Yes, because I did double duties last night. I did distance nerding, and then
Hey,
I
and
joined
speaking of
Forge
which-
last night. There they are.
Distance nerding is in the house. What is up?
He's nerding in the
Freaking
house.
yes.
You did 2 shows. You're like a damn rock star now, dude.
Yeah.
Everybody
He's a
wants a
rock
piece
star.
of graveyard.
It's 'cause
I
Graveyard's
know, I
awesome.
do.
It's the beard.
Yeah,
It's the
but-
beard.
It's the beard. Yeah, I think so.
I miss David. I liked hitting on him. He was fun. He always liked to put his phone like right in his lap, which was like that angle of like, yeah, daddy, hi.
Wow. I'm sure
Oh,
David would appreciate that.
You better.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can get him back in. I know he's had his other obligations on Friday nights.
Yeah, he's a busy guy.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Yeah, so hopefully he can come back in sometime. How's the show going otherwise, Mr. Graveyard?
Good. I have 4 movies to watch for Sunday. I haven't watched any of them yet. We are doing some David Cronenberg movies.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh. Which
Why,
one?
why don't I know that name? Tell me more.
He did The Brood, Scanners,
The Fly.
The Fly.
Oh.
Okay, The Fly I've seen. What the fuck is The Broods?
It's one of his
I
first
think-
movies.
Oh,
he-
okay,
Didn't
that
you
was
do the lunch or the naked lunch as well?
Yes. He does body horror stuff.
Okay. Not like Cronenberg, but different otherwise.
No, it is Cronenberg.
It's Cronenberg.
It's Cronenberg.
Oh, I thought you said
Cronenberg.
something. I thought you said Krolenberg. I was
Oh
like,
no, sorry, David Cronenberg.
he also the Thing?
Yeah.
Wasn't he also the Thing?
No.
No, that was Carpenter.
No, that's Cronenberg.
Oh, I don't know
Yeah.
why I always thought those special effects were his. Like I thought that's where the whole Cronenberg monster came from.
That's where Rick and Morty had that reference on
Yeah.
Yeah, David
episode
Cronenberg. Yeah.
2 or something.
Yes.
No.
Okay, so see, I get my trivia mixed up. Sorry, ADD.
All right. Yeah, Cronenberg and his weird melted people. Yes.
Yeah.
We also, and the last one we're doing is Videodrome.
That's a
Ooh.
really good movie. Videodrome
haven't
is
seen that
really
one.
good.
If you ever want to see, if you ever want to see James Woods whip a TV, that's your movie.
Now you
James
sold
Woods
me. That
and
alone.
the TV in the
Oh, yeah.
What
same
did he do?
scene.
Wait,
What is it
say it
called?
one more
again?
time.
Videodrome.
Videodrome.
Yes.
Isn't that like an early '80s horror
Yes.
kind of like?
Yeah.
I you know what I only remember for that? I only remember seeing the box at the local video store shelf. I've never actually seen the movie.
Yeah, and the lead singer from Blondie's in it too.
Yep.
Oh.
Debbie Harry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh snaps!
That's awesome.
Great movie.
Okay.
Weird shit.
It's locked into my mind. I'll forget about it before the end of this and then remember at like 3 a.m. Look for that on Netflix.
All
I
right,
don't know if I'll actually be there.
Anthony, what's new in your world?
Hi. Well, I had my last show of November this week. It was a challenge. First of all, I'm still keeping up the No Shave November, so
Hells
I
yes.
did a
Yes.
bearded queen, which I very rarely do. It was gold and glittery, and somehow ended up with purple in it, and I don't know how because I didn't use any.
how's your foot? Were you able to actually perform?
I performed in my Crocs for most of it. First number. Well, so here's the thing. Like, it's been kind of dying down lately, and it sucks
Oh,
to
beard.
admit, but like that's the case. And then not only did I have a very small turnout, but half of my cast literally like dropped out last second. Like
Oh,
they had
wow.
car issues,
Oh,
or they weren't
no.
feeling it. Vix is still out with COVID. So there was 3 of us. So it was a very short show. I remember asking right before to our DJ Betty Mercury, I was like, should I even wear my heels for my opening number, like, or just say fuck it, wear the Crocs? And she was like, if we don't get a big crowd, fuck it. It's the same 6 people that come every week. I don't think they're gonna care.
Like they're not going to
We
judge
saw
that
you in
hard.
the boot last week. It's fine. So I was like, all right, cool. So I mean, I literally was doing a number for my friend who comes. He asked me to do "I'm a Good Girl" from Burlesque. So I did that, but I mean, literally, she has the line like the shoes YSL, and I'm flashing my Crocs.
Crocs. Wow.
And of course, bearded glitter drag, and I had this big poofy blonde wig. I was like, I'm not Marilyn Monroe, I'm Marilyn Manho. So it was fine. It just ended up being a very short show. So I'm looking forward to the break because I think it's needed. Everyone said that they're burnt out. I'm burnt out. I have to fucking work on Thanksgiving, and I just found out that we have a full book.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
So at least like guaranteed money because it's gonna kick my ass. And then outside of that, we have one show coming in December. It's our last one of the year. So all of you drag fans or, AC Allen fans out there, if you like some Rubik's Q action, this December 7th will be the last chance you'll see until the new year.
Until the new year.
And even then, we're going to probably switch up some gears. I think we're going to make it twice a month rather than every week, or possibly also move it earlier. Like that seems to be the big common thing is like, it's so late for us to go out. Like everyone who knows me from my job is like 65 and up, and they want to come and be supportive, and they're like, I go to bed at 8. And originally, like the whole setup was supposed to be an industry night for like the people getting off of work around us, because like every restaurant closes down before 9, and none of those people come out. They either go home or they go to one of the other bars, or I don't know. I've never seen somebody from Lodi Beer Company out after 10 o'clock at night. So
Wow.
All right, Anthony, I need something.
What is it?
I'm serious here, okay? Between the dates of April 14th and 23rd, you need to schedule a show.
Oh,
because
definitely.
Force is coming out.
No, you are. It's a force to be reckoned with. If I did,
Oh.
Damn right.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm bringing a crew.
Excellent. Yes. So I mean, no matter what, it would still be like an every other week
Mrs.
kind of
Forrest.
thing. So if you are here for 2 Wednesdays, one of those will guaranteedly be on a Wednesday that I'm doing my show.
Oh,
Or unless we switch to Thursdays, and even then we'll figure that out. But I don't know. We're gonna figure shit out. But yeah, anyhow, that's my spiel. Work, drag, work.
Work. All right, we got one with the microphone off right now. Turn your mic on, woman.
Hey, none of that.
Sorry. I was chomping on an apple. I apologize.
Hey,
So,
Mrs. Forrest.
yeah, hi. Hello.
How you doing?
And she turned it off.
Oh, the mic went off again.
No, that was Morgan this time. I blame the cat. He's like right in front where he usually is.
Right.
Right there. Just hanging out.
I just want to be here all the time.
Just
I
wanna
wish
be
my
here.
cats
He's
would
like,
cuddle with me.
Mom, I missed you. Oh my gosh. Must be right here. I'm like, I've only been gone for like an hour. Oh my god, I never thought you were coming back.
It's my dogs.
That's
Sounds like my dog.
Mhm.
That's my cat.
What's new with you?
See, we BYL. We are about to release a new song.
Yes.
Yay.
And yeah, if you want to check it out, we have a newsletter and everything. We're all official now. We all you have to do is go to byldreams.com.
Ew.
Yep.
Oh, it went out again.
You're mute.
Your
You're
mic.
mute.
Oh my god, Kat. All you have to do is go into BYL, sign up for the newsletter. You'll get all of this information. But the new song is dropping December 2nd.
What's it called?
Yay.
Check it out. It's called Sirens.
Ooh. Oh, there's you again. God damn it.
Oh, I
Wait,
see how it is. You drop your
finally left.
promotion and just leave.
Finally left. The cat left. So no more problems with the mic or the video screen. But gosh, that's really funny.
She drops
other
a
than that,
plug
I'm
and then
just-
drops a mic.
Can you put the link in
No.
the private chat? I tried putting it in there, and it's like site can't be reached.
Oh, let me try to. Yeah, I can put that in.
I need
Well,
to
you
sign
can
up for
put
the
it on you
newsletter
can
like
put it
right
on
now.
out to the main comments too, and then everybody can
Yeah.
have it. And everybody can have it, not just you, Aaron.
Shut up, Dan.
Wow.
My newsletter.
There you go. BYLDreams.com. So yeah, just go there. You can get all the news for it. It's great. I can't wait to share it with you guys because it's really good. It's
And subscribe.
I'm really I'm really excited for it. Also, see what else. I've been working on music for Matt. I'm super excited to play with Fours and Anthony with
Woohoo!
Legend of Dragoon.
I like that somebody other than me knows what Legend of the Dragoon is, because I love that game. I've played it to completion like 7 times in my life, and I always max out everything.
Good.
Because
About to go for
you're
8.
awesome that way.
It's like
And
Final Fantasy
Legend of Dragoon
VII.
is like one of the best things ever. So
I'm
we all know
still
who
mad
you
that they
are.
never got a prequel, sequel, or whatever the fuck they were going to do.
I know. I agree. But we can't say much more because Fours is going into Mr. Fours is going into a
You're gonna love it. If you like RPGs at all, like that's a great RPG because it's very unique, and it's still kind of at the same time like somewhat cliche, but like done well, more so. Like there's so many good things I can nerd about, and we will have to. That again,
we will definitely do that when we're playing.
up
But
with
yeah,
Monday.
so we've been doing that. I actually been recording some Nuzlocks with my friend that we are going to do, which have it's been interesting. So I had tragedy struck on those. Lost my saves.
no.
Yep, lost saves on those. Great. Let's see what else.
Van's like,
just
we have
doing
too
a-
many damn gamers on here.
I've
It's-
been
it's-
working
it's
on
You
new
all
stuff.
asked
your
for it.
thing.
I know. I've been working on some other stuff on the side. I'm so excited to get our speaking of gamers, our D&D, the New Order channel.
Yes.
Yes.
Super excited to get the New Order up and going. I'm really excited to hear the feedback from our players, like about the book and all that. So I'm super excited about that.
Woo!
Super excited about the world. Can't wait. So that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be happening probably in the next few weeks here. So it's been a lot of
Yay.
stuff. Busy. Been doing lots of music stuff. So yeah, I'm super excited about it all. That's what's going on.
Yay!
I'm building my character next week with Salem. So
Sweet. If you
Nice.
need help with that, Matt, just let me know.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, I can always also be there too if you guys want, because I'm sure you guys are gonna want you guys are gonna be like, hey, for this, can I do this? And GM approval stuff. So I'm sure.
Yeah,
anyways.
absolutely. Yes.
Forrest has his Mr. Forrest.
Oh, I don't know where my dice are
In
at
a
all.
special baggie.
See, that is an entirely different type of gamer that I take no part of. I'm sorry.
But you'll be missed
Anthony, once
nonetheless.
you got into it, once you join that, you will love it.
You have
Yeah.
dice
The
just
closest
ready
I got
everywhere you
into
go.
anything like that was like LARPing. Oh God, I forget
little
what it's
different, but yeah,
called.
it's close.
I blocked it out of my memory because I realized it was that bad. But it was some like vampire LARPing thing that I did with people.
I've tried
Oh,
Vampire the
was it
Masquerade.
Kindred?
Yes, it was that one. Vampire the Masquerade. It was fun for me as like an actor, but like as I like took a
Yeah.
step outside of it and looked at myself, I was like, God, this is so nerdy. Even I want to beat myself up right now, and I was having fun. But it was so some like people that were friends of mine, and like it was stupid. I think the thing that killed it for me was that they would do everything with like rock paper scissors.
Mhm.
And I would prefer the dice. I think if I had to play something like that again, I would prefer to roll some dice for it than have to constantly go, okay, I guess I can do that. Like, I don't know. I'm weird.
Well, Anthony, you should try out the New Order. You might have a lot of fun.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Do I get to create my own character?
You do.
Yes.
Oh, like with a
And it
backstory
is-
and everything?
It is.
Yes.
It's actually character creation heavy.
Okay, cool. Because I could still bring over the one character I did from Vampire the Masquerade. I liked him a lot. I called him Tim.
And there are vampires, so hey. you
Excellent,
should.
perfect. So his name is Tim Tom, and he's basically like his psyche is merged between him and his twin brother because one of them had to feed off the other one when they turned, and so they're constantly talking to each other, even though it's the same person.
This is going to be the
It's
best
Tim
game
and Tom.
ever.
That is
Yes.
Anthony. I don't. You'll have to go and look to see if that would fit. It with
Maybe.
all the rules.
I-
I'd have
I'm
to
crazy.
send you the book.
It was
and-
an actor's dream. What can I say?
No,
I
it's
just
funny.
commit to my
It's
character.
interesting.
How are you doing, Tim? I'm doing great, Tom.
Anyways, yes. That's fine. How are you doing, Dan?
I have survived the week.
apparently.
We are coming into. I have a vacation week for school this week, so but I'm going to be in Modesto tomorrow at a board game convention type show. I don't know why we're there, but we were invited there specifically. And then Sunday, I'm going to be in Sacramento at Toy Fusion Toy Swap. We will have a little booth set up there. Next for Black Friday, Saturday and Sunday, we'll be at Solano Mall. We will have a booth in the old Forever 21 building, but I guess one of the store vendors there has rented out this big store, and then a whole bunch of smaller vendors are going to be inside there, which is actually kind of a cool idea.
Oh yeah. Did you enjoy Merced, by the way?
Yes. Oh man, and there's so somewhere now there's footage floating around. I'm
There's
not
footage
sure
from-
where that has gotten to, but I know a few people took video of that. You didn't even tell people about that. I guess there'll be time to talk about that.
I didn't know it was delayed. It was a delayed. I was like, oh yeah, I should probably talk about that.
Oh snaps!
Well,
Oh,
Wait.
freaking
Oh,
yes!
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Is that another one of my bearded brothers?
Wait,
God, I haven't seen him in a minute.
Derailing one-liner.
Dude, young Phil, what does it say down there? Wade
Wade the
He's
Magical
the magical unicorn.
I love it.
Wade
Is that
the
is that a
magical
reference
unicorn.
to-
Wait,
reference.
it
How are you,
doesn't
my
say
friend?
Wade the magical mansplainer.
I am hilarious, and you will laugh at everything that I say.
Hey, that's my job.
How's it going, Kyber Cave? I decided to invade and say, what's up?
Woo!
I'm on the After Dark. What's cracking, guys? It's been forever
Yes.
since I've seen Anthony. He's seen me over here talking smack in the chat because why not?
We love it though.
But,
I love
but
that talk.
I had to I don't know if you saw that comment that I made earlier when I was just like, Anthony, you are a fucking genius.
Oh.
I missed a compliment. God damn it!
Yeah, I was saying, I thought it was really cool.
Mango.
I thought it was
That
really cool
one?
that Distance Nerding and Mostly Podcasts at Night had like a crossover segment thing with your shows. That's very cool.
Oh yeah, no, I love having Matt or Graveyard on the show, because Graveyard is
Kevin,
amazing.
what's up?
Hey Kevin.
Yeah.
And
Kevin.
yeah, Graveyard, I see you right there. Well, hold on, wrong side. Right there,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And man, dude, you are a horror master, and you pulled through on that interview, and yeah, dude, I loved it.
Thank
It
you.
was great.
It was awesome meeting her. And Lord Blood-Rot, that was amazing.
Yeah, man. Any other horror guests that we have on? You're my first pick.
Sweet.
You now have your expert for your horror nerds.
Exactly. I have
At
to
distance learning.
enunciate horror because horrors are different.
Curse
We
the
could be
friggin'
horror
English
nerds too.
language.
Well, I was gonna say if I ever need to call in an expert on horrors, then I know I need to call Anthony. So
Okay, just because I am one.
no, you know them the best. So
I definitely dress like one on occasion. That's for sure.
and you're a hot bitch. So
This show is already spicy, and we're
great.
not even at 11:30 yet.
Ah,
you know why?
I'm-
Because it's that's 11:30 your time. It's 8:30 over here, buddy.
That's true. That's true. Not to mention the fact that all of us are like hosting each other's shows nowadays. So
Right?
I
freaking
know. Are
hosting
we
your
like
show
the
Tuesday.
Justice League or something? Are we now the Justice League in a way?
ooh, can I be Green
Yeah.
Lantern?
Yes.
I was gonna
I had a
fight you over
dream
that
I
one.
was him once, and it was one of the best dreams ever.
Which Green Lantern were you?
I think I was the one from like the animated series. Like the weird thing was is that in my dream it was like this mashup between like Marvel was invading DC and I was on this mission to get the Red Ring back from the Penguin. And then at some point I'm like flying around the city and it must have been Gotham. I can't think it was anything else. But like Wolverine was like eviscerating Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Like it was just this whole like battle royale.
Wow, it was like
on. I'm just
Ready Player One going on in your head.
Well,
Yeah,
wasn't that the amalgamation universe?
Yeah,
It must
which James Gunn has already been trying to convince Kevin Feige to do it.
I think it would be
Oh.
fun. It would be really cool if they did the amalgam universe.
Do it. Do it. Come on.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it now.
Do it. No. No.
All right.
Van, start the show.
Yeah. I was gonna say I'm trying to figure out if this is a good segue into. We were gonna go into the other topic, but I think we'll start here. It seems like more of a clear transition.
Yeah.
Imposter syndrome.
Do we have a definition?
You mean like a clinical definition?
Yes, a clinical definition.
Some say Justice
Do we
League.
have a definition?
Okay, wait. Okay, before we get into that, does anybody know? Is there a difference between Justice Society and Justice League?
Yes.
Justice Society is older and has different heroes.
Depending on when you think about it, if it was before Crisis on Infinite Earths, they were on a different Earth.
Right.
But after Crisis, they were more like the 40s era heroes, whereas the Justice League is current day. So,
Okay, so now we're getting into our topic. What is imposter syndrome? Has anybody got a Google machine?
I have the definition up, y'all. I was just say I have a definition.
I have a definition.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think Aubrey got it first. Aubrey, raise your hand first.
Shocker.
Damn it. Why?
I can't help it, Marnie. Come on. All right. So it's a psychological occurrence in which individuals doubt their skills, talents, or accomplishments and have a persistent internalized fear of being exposed as a fraud.
Shit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad that I looked that up earlier today too, because originally I thought it was like the blue checks on Twitter and like the we're making, which could be its own topic one day for sure. Twitter is terrible.
Hilariousness.
It's a weird one. Like I didn't know it was like such a big thing, but I guess it's like a big thing. Like it's a very common condition.
yeah.
Yeah.
I teeter on both sides. 'Cause it's like my whole thing is like, internally to myself, I have to like mantra to myself, like, I'm extremely talented. I'm very talented. I'm good at what I do. I'm good at what I do. And as soon as people start talking to me, it's like, no, I suck. I'm the worst at everything that I do.
I think it's because we're conditioned to like humble ourselves so we don't come off conceited. Because I fear about that all the damn time too. That I'm just like I don't want to be like conceited. So when people especially if I get compliments, that's when it's like hard for me to like accept it as like a genuine thing. But at the same time, like I feel great when people are like, "Oh, you did so good at that." I'm just like, really, because I really tried. Thank you. awful by comparison to everybody else. Then yeah, it's like a psychological like mental mind fuck. So I feel like I do it, but I also don't do it. I don't know. Does anybody else feel like that?
I feel like that sometimes I have a tough time with some of these symptoms or conditions or whatever, because I feel like a lot of times these are just all natural states that we all deal with. I think especially anybody that's ever Forrest has gone green. We
lost the backdrop.
Don't go to the plaid.
Anybody that's ever gotten like a promotion at a job where they went into a different part of the job that maybe they have zero experience in, I'm sure at some point they felt a bit of that imposter syndrome, like, oh my God, what am I doing here? I know I got to perform at Google headquarters as a spoken word poet. They were doing this demonstration thing there with their employees, and I got to perform with some really dope poets. And I'm in like Google headquarters having lunch, and I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing here? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just a guy from Fairfield. So I think that's why this one's weird for me, because I feel at some point, don't we all deal with that?
Yeah. I mean, I think the people that don't are really happy with their mediocrity, but I would say most people do. I mean, really, honestly, if you really, when we feel overwhelmed, we have mechanisms, and I think that's part of it. Imposter syndrome. I mean, you could wake up and just feel like, as a mom, I would be like, well, I'm shit at this, and I don't know what I'm doing, but I think that's part of imposter syndrome too. It's like, you know, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. And then you just do it. You deal with it. And that's how we get over it. I don't know
Well, I mean,
if it's
that sounds like the beginning phases of parenthood for anybody.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah.
especially your first child. Maybe if
Oh,
you've had 2 or
definitely.
3 children, you're like, okay, I got this. But your
Mhm.
first child, you know, like everybody feels like, what am I doing? I don't know what, you know, how did my parents do this? I don't know how I survived.
Funny about that is everyone does like, oh, you know, there's no parenting 101, there's no class time. I'm like, well, why not? Why the fuck is there not more? Like, yes, classes for parents, so we know what the fuck to do. Like, I want to have kids one day. It's just a lot harder for me too. But I would hate to be in that position too, where you just feel like, oh God, no, I'm doing such a terrible job, or you know, I'm really shit at this. Like, I think my mom does that with me sometimes. She's like, oh, I was such a bad parent. Like,
Yeah.
you were the only good parent I had, and I had 4 of you. Like,
Yeah.
she was still a single mother essentially. So I don't know.
Right.
Well,
Right.
I mean, it's a persistent state, usually imposter syndrome, when people have it, because everyone has self-doubts. Everyone has these moments of not feeling like they're good enough or anything, and that's normal. But with imposter syndrome, it's like all the time. You always are on this constant feel that someone's gonna find you out.
Find out or something.
They're
Yeah.
being a fraud. So you end up working like a lot harder than everybody else. And you also put yourself, like, you'll criticize yourself the most. Like, oh, that wasn't good, or this wasn't good. Like, it comes to this point of perfectionism.
Right.
And it's hard.
Do you suffer from it?
It's hard to live with. I have it. I deal with it all the time.
You're always gonna be your worst critic, right? So I mean, like that's
Yeah.
one of the biggest things.
Absolutely.
You're always
And-
going to critique yourself harder than you would anything else or anyone else.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. And
Well,
especially if you have creative outlet, like like Aubrey's a singer. I used to act, you know, and I know Anthony also acted, and you guys all have been on camera. So it's when you are creative, you're always going to be judging yourself, and that's part of it. I think, you know, when it gets to the point where that's the only thing you think of, and you're afraid of being a fraud, and they're going to find you out, and you basically work yourself to death or whatever you're obsessing about, then yeah, and it's a problem. But I think we all suffer from it from time to time, when you get a promotion, or you have a child, or start a new job, or, you know, something like that.
See, I got the promotion I have the experience for, but I didn't really want, because I was kind of tired of that position, and now I'm back in it.
Yeah.
I know I could do it. I just don't wanna. That's the difference.
That's a whole different syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
For me, it's either I'm 100% confident or I'm 0. There's no
I
in
suffer
between.
from this every single day at my day job, quite honestly.
What do you do?
I'm in IT. I'm a senior systems engineer.
Something I could never understand.
I essentially build out like big data centers for big companies and do all the server work or the cloud work. Other IT companies call us for help, so that's what we kind of do.
Oh, okay.
So when you're kind of put in that position, for me, you know, years ago, about 10 years ago, I was laid off or downsized from a job in IT, and that really set it off for me. I'm like, okay, you know, I've been doing this for 6 years. Oh, I wasn't good enough to make the cut, you know, so I was downsized. And, you know, having to get back, you know, get a different job and go back into it. And I deal with it every day, because you know, anyone can Google anything that we do. I mean, it's not a secret.
I could never do anything that you do, because I can't even hook up the art program to this tablet I spent like $1,500 on.
God.
Brand new, has the programs. No idea what the fuck I'm doing when I'm looking at it. And I'll be that type of person that I'll YouTube something and like watch the video, and I'll click the same thing that they click, and then my screen doesn't do the thing that their screen does. So then I'm just lost. I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck is going on. So I'm jealous. I'm envious of you that you can like navigate the computer sphere.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just because, you know, if there's a big problem and it takes you a long time to figure out because it's a complicated problem, and it turns out just to be like a checkbox somewhere, you just feel like, oh, I'm stupid. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't belong here. And that happens a lot.
I always have to remind myself, like, okay, remember, it's always going to be the simplest solution, right? It's
What
it's
is
Yep.
always
Derpy?
a layer
Every
one
freaking
issue.
time.
What was that?
Wade's background just changed to this like derpy looking Batman.
Why is there
Yeah,
derpy looking Batman? No.
Sorry,
No.
ADD.
I had to put Dirt Man on the back as my picture.
Yeah.
My new cosplay goal right there.
Like I said, I also
That's right.
experienced when I started brewing for a company too. So I started as a home brewer. And I taught myself how to do it. And you enter your beer into like festivals and competitions. You win some things, and you go, okay, do I actually know what I'm doing here? Or am I just making the stuff up?
Right.
And with brewing, everyone goes, hey, you give me free beer, you should open up a brewery. So unfortunately, people do that, not necessarily good at it.
Yeah.
But when I started doing it for started the brewery, I'm just going, all right, they're gonna find out that I don't know what I'm doing. I just make shit beer, but no one's telling me.
It is
Like shit
luck
beer.
yourself
Look at
in
Bud
the
Light.
That's true.
Oh,
Yeah, I tried to make wine 2 years in a row, and I still don't know how to distill it properly without destroying the alcohol content.
Oh my gosh.
I want to learn how to make vodka. I like vodka. Vodka and gin.
So Matt, I'm gonna have to pick your brain about this.
Yes,
Yeah, I wanna know how to
I know
brew
people
shit.
that make mead, wine. Every brewery in the area I'm in, I know everybody. I've known for
Because last year's
15
I had to
years.
throw out because I didn't know what to do after you let it sit for a while. I'm like,
Yeah.
how do I do this? How do I make it work?
It just
And
sounds
then-
awfully
Are you making toilet wine or?
No, I actually we have grapes in our yard.
Mhm.
I babied the shit out of them the last couple of years. They've given me an okay amount of like fruit. I followed all the instructions, but I'm still like, I don't know how to get this distilled to the point where it's actually drinkable. Like I've got the yeast, I did all this.
Mhm. Oh yeah, I can help you out with that for sure.
Like it's still in the sitting
Where's
phase
this
after you Anyway, it's in the
My basement has
Just change
smelled
the
like exploded beer before just from home brewing.
so
Because we're the Midwest, you can't trust the weather to stay at the temperature you need it to for making.
Yeah, I hear it's kind of a crapshoot out there for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much.
Emphasis
All right,
on crap.
Let's get this.
Kevin,
back to,
I love your office. I love your whole thing about office space job description. Talk to the customer because I have people skills.
people
I have
skills.
people skills.
Yeah, and
and-
Sewong did a thing of like gaining fame and a following. Yeah,
Right, that's
it's
another
always weird
place
when that happens.
where people,
that's really strange.
Right, where imposter syndrome. I don't know. I've had it before. I've been recognized because of Kyber Cave. I'm not necessarily sure if it's because of the shows or just because of the storefront in general, but I've been recognized and it's kind of thrown me off balance before. But it wasn't anything like, I don't know, imposter syndrome, I don't think, because, I know I work for Kyber Cave, so.
Oh, dude, I had the weirdest one. Powerhouse last year. Somebody, so that they had like a backdrop behind us when where we were doing the interviews. And someone comes up and I'm trying to get out of the way because I'm assuming people are trying to just take pictures with the Powerhouse Comic-Con background, right? And this lady asked me, hey, you mind taking a picture? And I think she's saying take a picture of like her in the background. And she goes, no, I want to take a picture with you. Hands me her child.
Yeah.
That's awkward.
And we take a picture, like all together. And I was just like, this is people want to take pictures with me. This is weird. Like why do you want to take a picture with me?
Right.
I mean,
They know talent when they see it.
I guess so.
Or they
I
want
got
evidence for
recognized.
later.
Yeah, I got recognized for being the captain, one of the captains over at Great America. That was fun. They're like, "Oh my god, you're my favorite captain. I used to come to your shows all the time." I was like, "Oh, thanks. That was okay."
Oh, that's my fucking favorite is when people recognize me from like a musical and it's like, wait, you saw that? You liked me?
Oh my god, you like me?
Like, anytime someone's like shy to come up to me and drag, like, can I take a picture with you? I was like, fuck yeah, of course you can. Don't just let me exist in your feeble memory. Come on, let's treasure this moment forever.
Amazing asshole. I love this comment. I know about this. I was an imposter in Among Us.
That's a different imposter syndrome, but it probably applies.
Imposter syndrome in the term of you're always the imposter.
Mess, you always
That's so
get
stop
you always
it.
recognized by us. Yeah.
Who?
We know.
I'm just kidding.
Oh
shit. Agent M makes you incognito.
How about you, Forrest? Any experience in this?
I'm sorry.
Do you ever experience this?
What?
Imposter syndrome? Oh, yeah.
Oh.
The topic, Forrest. He's just waiting for us to say something about his background.
Darling.
Talking about that amazing beard that
it shines so bright. Oh, geez, I'm crying.
I'm not gonna lie. That beard has made me have to change my pants a couple times.
That's fair. I want to go change them again.
Oh god, Hasbro. I can't take it. The Hasbros.
The Hasbro. Thank you. Somebody got it.
We so hard.
Oh god. Yeah, I guess I'm guilty of the whole imposter syndrome thing, but that was like it came after I started like doing the fasting, and a lot of the water weight and things like that started to come off really fast, and people were noticing, and I'm like, no, I haven't lost any weight. Stop it. Shut up. So there was that. And let's see. Oh, MegaCon. There was MegaCon. Like there's a few people at MegaCon who like actually knew who I was, not the fact that I was dressed like Obi-Wan, but like they're like, oh my god, are you Forrest FX? I'm like, hi, yeah, that's me. So that was pretty cool. All two people.
Love that. Like I love that where it's just like, oh, are you Forrest FX? Like, what?
But yeah,
bros for life.
If somebody ever like came up to me because they recognized me from this, that's when I'm like, I've made it.
Dude, that would be the coolest thing ever when I freaking get to Cali and they're like, oh my god, you're Forrest. And I'm like, yeah, damn right I am, and I'm here.
I'm sort of waiting for the day where somebody goes, are you young Phil from Distance Nerdy? Like, yeah, I am.
That's right, bitches, I'm here now.
Oh no, I'm gonna like wet myself like a uncontrollable child. I'm just like,
all right. So how much is it to rent a billboard that says up to the visit, Forrest is coming, and just start
shit.
Probably thousands of dollars. I'm not
thousands.
How much to print out stuff and just put it on walls?
We can make stickers.
I'm down to make stickers. Fuck yes, do that, and then put it on every Dutch Brothers and other coffee shop. Like,
hide your wives and daughters. The Forrest is coming.
Feel some mystery.
Hide your kids. Hide your wife.
Hide your wife.
And hide your husbands too.
Now I just have the song that's based on the song Eli's coming, except it's now Forrest is coming.
Wow. That can be taken in so many different ways.
Just end it there.
Forrest is coming.
Usually that's my line, Van. Way to go.
That's what he said. Something like that. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
And Phil was the one who said he had to change his pants. Come on. Jesus.
Let's see. I can see imposter syndrome being thrown upon new hires into solo positions before they're fully trained. Yes, definitely. Yeah. I've been put in those positions and jobs before where you're the only guy out on the sales floor and you're like, dude, I just started. I have no idea what the hell's going on around here.
Right.
Oh, companies love doing that shit. Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
But at that point,
I think I got trained at Walmart. No, we did that intermittently while still being there for several months. They would like send you, okay, it's time for a computer session. Go on there, do your test. Like, Why are
I
you
was
teaching me
eating a
this shit
fucking
now? I've
taco
been
while
here for
watching
6
a
months.
tape in the back.
I don't even work here, man. I just I was just standing here and I found this shit.
I don't even know you.
Oh, the fucked up thing is that I haven't worked there for like several years. It doesn't matter when I walk into a Walmart, everyone's like, "Excuse me, can you help me find this?" I'm like, "Bitch, I'm dressed for my job. Do you see a mess?"
Dressed
I
in
don't
full
have a
drag,
name
they're
for
still
that.
asking you questions.
Seriously.
Funny meme.
Maybe that's the only time I wouldn't get asked if I work somewhere is if I'm in full drag. It's more of like, excuse me, can you give me tips on makeup? Like, the worst is still the day that some guy comes walking up on me in a random ass like Walgreens, like, excuse me, can I use the bathroom? I'm like, sir, I don't work here, but it's really important. I need to. I'm like, okay, I still don't work here. So I don't even know where the bathroom fucking is. I can't help you.
You should have fun
But
with
you
that.
really
though.
need to
Oh,
know where the
absolutely.
bathroom is.
It's
You know,
the manager energy and all the Karens come to me. They flock. It's
The
yeah.
Karen
And then they come to
magnet.
extreme
Are
Karen.
you the manager? I want to bitch about your employee, honey. I don't work here. I'm sorry.
Extreme hardcore.
Excuse
Karen
me.
energy.
Apparently, I'm upset because you don't know where the damn bathroom is.
Fair.
Now show me where the bathroom is.
Can't help you, hon. My favorite thing at Walmart though is when people ask like, "Well, is it in the back? Can you check in the back?"
Oh my god.
I can fucking guarantee you it's never in the back. If it's not already on that shelf, they don't have
Down on
it.
the floor.
They
They
don't
just
have
go
it.
to the back, hang out on their phone for about 3 or 4 minutes, come back and say, "Oh, I looked everywhere, dude."
So that usually happens to me, specifically if I say, "Hey, I need help with something."
Right,
Okay,
right.
I'll send somebody. 20 minutes later, I'm still standing there. It's like, so were you sending somebody to open up that cage?
My favorite is the button that you press like 15 times and like nothing happens.
Yeah.
It just nobody comes. Like nobody has the keys.
Oh, okay. So again, this same situation. So, we were doing a show. This was actually Powerhouse. This last year, I forgot to bring the power cord to the mixer, so I had to go get like a last minute just shitty power cord just so that way I can get it up and running. And I go to Target, and they have a Targus one that'll work, but it's behind one of those, you need a key cages because people steal shit. So I asked them, hey, I need to get this. Oh yeah, I'll call somebody. Right, waiting for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, they don't call anybody.
Just waiting there for 20 minutes. There's nobody in the store because it's like as soon as they open, right? But there's like 3 people stocking shelves, walking back and forth. I'm just like, hey, they supposedly called somebody to open up that cage. Oh yeah, no, they're coming. Wait another 20 minutes. It's like holy shit. My expression all the time whenever it's anything like this is like, it should not be this hard to give you my money.
Yeah.
Right.
It's all I'm trying to give you business. Isn't that why you exist as far as a company?
What's fun is that whenever that happens to me, I always would have like several people start to join me also waiting for the same item. And then we all have like a fun little commune about how ridiculous it is that, hey, it would be really great if somebody could maybe help us. Because, I'm trying to leave here. I came here with intent, sir, madam. Where's your supervisor?
Amazing asshole over here saying, I love Target. I buy juice. Right?
That's informative.
And I have to ask, what kind of juice is it? It's corn. A big lump of knobs. It's got the juice.
It's got the juice. I've been really meaning to put that into a drag mix somehow. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to happen, but it's going to happen. You don't know the porn song, right? Obviously, Wade does. What happened to my light?
All right, so imposter syndrome.
And her name changed. It's not Wade anymore.
Oh, sorry. Oh, mansplaining the conspiracy man. Got it.
Actual pineapple.
Well, mansplaining. Thank you very much. You can just call me Derp Derp.
Okay.
Harry Solo Fonts.
Harry
Hey.
Solo.
Damn right.
Woo woo.
Go.
It's
Go buy
okay.
his
It's
fonts.
okay.
Cheers.
Harry Solo Fonts is here. The show is ready to go.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Now we can
Go
start.
buy fonts
Whole
from him
thing
for one of
could not
these.
have been done. Ladies and gentlemen, can we cue Harry Solo Fonts' sound? There we go. Perfect. All right.
Perfection.
All right, let's we're gonna try out our new little banner here because I think we pretty much kind of killed that dead horse. It's time for the current nerd out. The current nerd out. We should come up with a little theme song or something for that. So what we found is that every once in a while on this show we come up with an idea, but it doesn't run the whole hour. It just kind of dies off at a certain point, and you're like, I don't really want to keep continuing to talk about this.
We just stay on topic so easily here.
Yeah.
So the current nerd out is when we have a few minutes left on a segment, we can talk about anything at all, whatever your current nerd out is. What my current nerd out is? You know what I'm excited about? I'm excited about the blue check verifications and how it blew up on Eli Lilly. What is sad and scary to me is that for those that may or may not know the story, Eli Lilly is the company that makes insulin, and since 1996, they've increased the price of insulin by over 1,200%. So somebody bought one of these blue check verifications on Twitter and put out a post on Twitter that they were going to now make insulin free, and it literally tanked their stocks. They lost $20 billion. But you know what scared me? $20 billion was only 5% of their profits.
Holy crap.
They lost $20 billion in a day because of this fake tweet, because of the whole new verification process that Elon's got over there at Twitter. So that's what I'm nerding out on.
$7. Get a check. Let's do it.
Right.
For $7, you can take a corporation for $20 billion.
You too can impersonate a giant corporation for $7.
And crash the entire U.S. economy by buying companies and making fake things about them. They'll learn.
You guys, what else? Who's nerding out on something? Who's got a quick little thing that they want to say?
Have you guys seen? Speaking of like that whole thing, have you guys seen the blue checkmark wars of like the different people impersonating Elon Musk?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
Like whole threads of like 7 or 8 people having conversations, all with the same picture, same Elon Musk, same blue checkmark. It is comedy.
Oh yeah.
See, he's got to learn somehow.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big try and fail for sure. My big nerd out, I'm just gonna take it, is God of War Ragnarok came out on the 11th, and I've been obsessively playing it, and I'm really happy with it.
Yes, I just started playing that today.
Yeah,
I've been playing those Nuzlocke. So Sewong's talking about the new Pokemon game. I have not played the new.
I've been missing the comments.
But I have been I've been doing Emerald, and there's this fan made Snakewood, and we've been doing the Platinum. So yeah, the Nuzlocke. I've been nerding out on the Nuzlocke lately. So yeah.
Well, I just like Norse mythology to begin with, so the fact that
Norse mythology is amazing.
I'm like, oh, yes, I actually know this one. It's doing a good job too. The game is like incorporating way of like Loki and Thor being together, because there's a lot of stories in the mythology with them together. So it's interesting to see how it plays out. That's why I'm like, oh yes, awesome. I have no idea how far I am in the story though, so I'm kind of scared that like I've already gotten through most of it. But there's lots of
the internet, say Wong. The internet's something.
The interwebs.
Dark side, something complete.
Something dark side.
Something dark side.
Dark side.
Say Wong saying the new Pokemon was released today.
Yeah.
Anybody here, Pokemon people?
I've been doing
No.
Nuzlocke. That's it. I've been doing Nuzlocke. That's what I was saying.
Okay,
Yes.
so I have something embarrassing I'm nerding out on, but it's kind of neat because, yeah. So, Say Wong, you can confirm this because two days ago, and Mrs. Fours, this is for Mel, okay? 2 days ago in Japan, after 25 years, Ash Ketchum became the greatest Pokemon master, the greatest Pokemon trainer of all time when he became champion of champions officially.
Oh.
2 days ago.
So what you're saying is that he is the.
Are you saying he actually did catch them all?
No,
He did.
I'm saying
Well, he became the champion of
entered
champions.
a championship of champions, like Pokemon region champions. He entered a tournament with all of them, and he beat them all.
Which makes him the.
From episode 1,
Screaming
the
goat,
greatest
yes.
Pokemon trainer of all time. That he did it. He finally did it.
Are you saying he's got to be the very best?
Yeah.
No one
The best there ever was.
The very best.
I love using that as my warm-up song for our theater shit. That's for sure.
This is still not my.
Real task to train them is my cause.
He doesn't own it
I
yet.
will travel across
I
the
know this whole
land,
song.
swinging far and wide.
Okay, can we do Team Rocket next?
Okay.
My real task to train them is my
Jesse.
cause.
We're gonna-
Pokemon.
James. No, I'm fucking Jesse. Or no, I'm James. I'm both.
We're gonna nerd out on that later.
Team Rocket.
But yeah, so that's what I'm
Fuck,
nerding out
you're
on. That Ash
right.
Ketchum finally
I love
did
their
it.
track.
He finally freaking did
I
it.
love it too. It's amazing.
Okay,
Honestly,
really
it's like-
quickly, what-
that was
what
like
is
the
this
best
about?
episode.
The Sonic the Hedgehog creator getting arrested. Does anybody know about that?
Wait, what?
I hadn't heard anything
Up
about
on
it.
the
Looks
screen
like
right
he ain't
now.
going fast anymore. Nothing.
I didn't hear that one.
Something.
Ash Ketchum. That's right. Even though I think his name in Japanese is actually like Ash Tanaka or something like that. It's actually very Japanese name.
So Ash's Japanese name? It's Satoshi.
Satoshi. Thank you. Satoshi. It's
apparently,
very common. I thought it was like Satoshi.
Yeah, it's Satoshi.
Yeah, it's like the last name I thought was Tanaka or something.
apparently he's arrested for insider trading.
Oh,
Interesting.
So he went
That's-
fast.
Oh no, he's gonna get a
Yuji
house
Naka?
arrest for like
That's
6
funny, Sewong. You're like, no, it's Yuji Naka. It's hilarious. Yuji Naka. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I know
Anthony,
about
what are
it.
you
Tanaka is the
nerding out
last
on?
name, guys. Tanaka is the last name in Japan.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Anthony, what are you nerding out on?
I already said God of War Ragnarok.
Oh, that's right. God of War
Oh.
Ragnarok.
I
Great
haven't
girl.
gone. Yeah.
Jennifer.
Go for it.
I'm like, okay, hold on. Well, I mean, always and forever Wonder Woman, but but right now
Okay.
I'm really obsessed with Andor. It's got me back into Star Wars. I love it so much.
Yep.
And
And,
so, yeah.
we're excited to have you on in 2 weeks.
Yes, it's gonna be fun.
Mhm.
Ooh, you're gonna be over on Distance Nerding.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's gonna help us do a full show review for Andor.
Oh,
So
That means I should
Anthony,
start watching it.
Ah,
so Anthony,
yes.
Leo is watching the show, and he wanted to know if you were Cameron's brother from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. So,
Anthony,
is he related to Alan Rucco
Cameron's brother.
or Alan Rook?
Let
Alan
my people
Rock.
go.
Alan Ruck. There we go. I can't even pronounce it correctly. There we go.
He's
Wait,
just
somebody
gonna
actually
keep
asked
calling
that?
me,
Yes, he
calling
did.
me,
Actually
and
did.
calling me.
So wait, I look like Cameron's brother from Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Did he have one? I thought he was an only child.
No, that's what
He's
he said.
He's
Like,
saying
are
you
his
look like an
brother?
imaginative
Saying you-
character. That's
Oh,
that's
okay.
Look like
interesting.
him.
I would like to think I was his son by now, because like that would be very fitting for that character to have a
Who was
gay drag queen son.
That would be actually. I think so. Yeah.
And then I'd end up fucking Ferris. It would be great. Like it would
Wow.
You'd be a really old man now. And you'd be like, no. Oh, it's because you're funny. That's all.
What do you guys think
Oh,
about
thank
this? I'd be interested to hear what Frey Girl say. Wong says Andor is kind of I'm kind of underwhelmed by it. I will say
Blasphemy.
I have heard nothing but
the
yeah, I've
first
heard
several
nothing but good.
episodes were kind of tough to get into. You just kind of had to buckle in and just kind of. I loved the prison, all the prison stuff around that.
Yeah.
I thought that was really good story writing. But I can see how Andor might be tough for some people. What say you to that?
Well, I mean, yeah, I really feel like it's hills and valleys. You know, you build towards something, you get to the peak of it, and then you have that decompression. You build towards something, you get to. So each arc has been like that. So if you stack the first 2 episodes to the third, the first 2 build onto that so that it comes to that peak, that breaking point. And then they have like an episode that kind of decompresses and sets the next arc up. And then you climb that hill again. And then you know, so I think
So
that
like every show ever.
Right. But I think it's more not just building the story, but it builds the tension. They just do a really good job of it. But yeah, it is like that. And it's not how Star Wars is usually told. So, and I think that can be underwhelming at times. But I mean, I like it. I'm just saying I like it.
Think of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I think that you perfectly summed that up. That that's good storytelling. Is that build. Okay, this and this, and then something levity. Like as long as it's good, it's still new though, right? Like it's not like it's still fresh.
Yeah, it's
so
totally fresh.
Yeah.
People should give that.
By the way,
I just
Anthony,
watched 5 of The Crown, so
Is it
I
done?
finished
Is the
that.
season
Start
done
watching
yet?
Crown.
Oh,
No, we got one more episode left next week.
Next
Yeah.
week, Wednesday?
Anthony,
Yep.
yes.
they're releasing a new Avatar: The Last Airbender in 2023.
What?
Is it the live action one though?
No, it's not live action. Nope, it's a new
oh.
animated series with
there's 2 things coming out.
with the grown up.
It's 2 things coming out.
Wait,
So
what?
Paramount
And I'm
Plus-
hearing this.
Paramount Plus is doing an entire Avatar universe, and they're starting with an Avatar movie that is going to be Aang and everybody as adults.
That's what it is. Yes.
Part
That'd be
2 is Netflix is doing a live action show
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
the original creators were attached to, and they walked away for creative differences, which that kind of makes me nervous. But,
Exactly.
That is worried. That makes me worried a little bit.
You don't need to
also-
already fix something that's perfect already. Like I hate when they're like, "Oh, let's make a live action." Why? The animated one was great. I love it.
animated one
I love
was
it already.
great.
Leave
And-
it alone.
we've talked
And we
about
already
this
tried
one-
that, and it doesn't exist. It
Well, I
doesn't
mean,
exist.
oh no, that's an abomination. We're not going to we don't even acknowledge that happened. The whole thing with Avatar is you can make a good live action thing that brings in a separate type of audience, but the whole problem is don't lose the core of what that show was. Don't lose what made us fall in love with that entire series. That's kind of the problem that you see with a lot of adaptations is they try and do something new because they want to bring in a new audience, and it's like, well, you can bring in a new audience by just executing what was done right without having to add things into it.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with that.
I hate to say this, but I'm going to bring this up from last week. Animorphs TV show. Anyway, Animorphs TV show.
God, okay, again, something we're not going to talk about here.
Actually, you know what was a really great live action series that actually was fantastic? That I don't think it's enough credit. Sailor Moon. The Sailor Moon live action was fantastic.
No fucking what? No.
Yes. Yes.
No.
It's so good. It's so good.
I will fight you on that.
It's so good. Have you seen it? Have you watched
Yes,
it?
and it's terrible.
No, it's not. It's amazing.
Okay,
Shut up.
We will agree to disagree on this.
Shut
I don't
up.
think that you can take anything
I've
that's
seen it.
animated and make it live action correctly because
I
there's a
loved
reason
it. I
animation
loved it. I
works
thought it was
so well.
magical. There was some silliness. Okay,
That is
I
you.
will-
You can
I will
do that.
agree.
That's fine.
Hold on, Anthony. I will agree. Once Sailor Luna come in, it's shite. But up until then, it's amazing.
I don't know. I think that Coco Melon's a very popular show, but I still think it's trite for children. So, I mean, again, it's their own. It's fine. If you really enjoy something, I'm not gonna. That's fine. I just won't agree to it. That I don't. I can't have that same feeling as you. I don't know. It's
Maybe it's because who I was watching it. It could have been
Maybe.
because I was watching it, and it
say
was
one.
right in 2008 when it was like 2007, 2006, 2007, 2008. So I think I was a lot more open to it. Maybe that's it. And also that theme song is amazing. I love that theme song.
well, the
That could
theme
be it.
songs always have been
It's
amazing.
magical.
That's fine. That's totally fine. That's kind of like the new Yu Yu Hakusho that's going to be coming up. I know it's going to be bad.
Oh
Like,
God, no!
and I love that
No
show.
worries.
I
love Yu
fucking
Yu Hakusho.
cartoon. Oh,
I love the movie. Even the dubbed. I love the
Yeah,
dubbed movie.
exactly.
It's fantastic.
Spirit gun.
So my chest is hurting right now with what
That's
Sam
cool,
said. Just brought up in the just in general. He
Super
said, "Remember the Halo TV show?"
That's
Halo
painful.
TV
That's
show?
painful.
Dude,
I have no idea.
The Halo show had so much potential and had decent visuals in certain places, but the biggest problem was, why did you have to take his virginity? It served no purpose in the story to take his virginity, aside from, hey, let's take his virginity because we can.
I'm
Right?
really shocked to see you're so worked up about the virginity of a fictional character.
But the thing is that it's if it serves a purpose in the story, I'm okay with it. I would have been okay with him losing his virginity.
Is this the main soldier of the story? I don't even know.
Isn't he the perfect soldier though?
He is. The thing is that the reason that they
like, yeah, I'm a total fucking virgin on the battlefield. I've never met.
Well, because okay, so here's
I don't understand that.
they took him as a child. They augmented him to be nothing but a soldier with no emotions whatsoever.
Very invested.
The whole thing about John Spartan is that when in the game, if you ever watch John or if you ever play the games, John Spartan is very stoic. He's very to the point. He doesn't say very much, but when he does say things, they have gravity. When what happened?
Which apparently screams virgin. I don't know.
But the thing is,
I don't know. It seems so arbitrary to me. It's so arbitrary.
What screams virgin on it is that the whole point is that he is a weapon. He's built as a weapon, and he doesn't have emotion. There's no reason to like he doesn't want sex just for the way that his character is built. What it is when they take his virginity, it's not the act of taking the virginity as it is. It's basically just a sex scene to have a sex scene with no substance to the story.
That's a whole completely different conversation, though.
Because the whole thing is like at that point it was
about like 80% of the sex scenes in movies though, like it just randomly happens. Did it serve a purpose to the story? Nah, not really.
The whole thing is at the same time the character that he ends up having sex with, there's no emotional take with the character. Spoiler, because no one's going to care at this point. She dies and he doesn't care. There's no emotional weight to anything that has to do with any of that. And that character was also a character that was shoehorned into the story that no one liked. So it's like
it's a gratuitous sex scene. Okay, got it. Yeah,
lovely.
I'm okay with gratuitous sex scenes in certain things. It did not. It like I said, it was pointless.
Yeah, that's the thing. By the way, Anthony, this is brought up because my ADHD brain. Just so you know, the Sailor Moon TV show followed the manga more than the animated.
Because the manga's not epically long and fucking full of the same shit like Naruto. Anime washes, rinses, and repeats again? No, say it's not so. Does she have a new kind of thing that turns her into the sailor? I'm guessing it's a tiara, or did they do that again already? She's got a compact ear, nails, a wand, a fucking tiara.
Like the generals have more to do with tuxedo comment.
There's a lot more. I loved it when they did the nails, and that was the whole. Or was it just the pen? I forget. The pen was the first one.
Oh, Anthony, you gotta go look at this again. You just gotta watch Sailor Moon again.
Oh, okay. I think I'll stick to my.
Hey, I
Studio
have the whole
Ghibli.
first season. I have the whole first season. In
Stick
anime
to the Studio Ghibli.
And
Name me
uncut.
one Studio Ghibli
And
movie that would make a
uncut.
good live action remake, and it better be fucking Princess Mononoke.
I was going to
Nino
say
Kune?
I mean, there's
Spirited
Sailor Moon
Away.
Crystal that came out in 2014. I still
Nino Kune would be done pretty well.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
It was originally 2 games, and then
No,
they made it into an
yeah.
animated
Oh
feature.
no! Okay,
I
I played that game all excited because it was a Studio Ghibli thing, and then I really did not like the gameplay of that one. It was
Oh.
such a letdown. I
Which
couldn't
one?
even get through it.
Nino Kune.
Kuni.
You know,
Yeah.
Anime.
It was a game that Studio Ghibli like was in collaboration with. So you basically were like
Mhm.
playing a Ghibli movie, and it was cool at first, but I did not like the combat system. It was like Pokemon, but kind of like nerfed Pokemon. Like you always
Sort
the
of.
side characters.
Say Wong,
I
saying
didn't
How's
get into it.
How's
As long as
Castle
Let's your
could be
gameplay
done.
any
I'm
day.
willing to do
That one,
anything.
Say
I will
Wong
deal
saying
with
How's
anything.
Castle could be done live action.
House Castle would be expensive.
Nino Kuni.
yeah.
That's the one with the,
The only
movie
one
house,
that would
right?
win an Oscar is Grave of the Fireflies, and I'm surprised it doesn't already.
Oh, Grave of the Fireflies. I can't. Still too soon.
I know.
It's too soon.
It's
Anthony's
so
too
good, but
soon
it's
for Grave of
so
the Fireflies.
sad. I've only watched
No.
it once. It's like I know I'm gonna cry again if I watch this movie, but it's so fucking good.
We're not talking about Grave of the Fireflies.
It's just like the show From
No,
Scratch
I love
on
that movie.
Netflix.
It's so sad.
Has anybody
though.
seen that show?
I haven't seen that yet.
It's called From Scratch. It's a love story, but like, oh my god, it's so heart wrenching. Like the entire show made me ugly cry, but at the same time, I loved it so much. That's why I'm learning Italian right now.
Apparently, Metz apparently was ignored. I don't know who ignored her, but
Metz.
I'm looking back to see if she got ignored.
Young
She says,
Pickles.
"Ignore me. I'm not seeing you in
No.
in the chat."
No. Like it says device not found. I can see her name here, but it says will not connect.
Never mind.
before
Never
you
mind.
add
Never
them.
mind. Never mind.
Before I add them.
Because-
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Never mind.
Wait. It says they will need to connect their mic or cam before they are added to the stream. So yeah, so that's the problem with Mets. So connect your mic or cam. All right.
I'm nerding out on the fact that Van has lost his show to nothing but video games and anime, and it's great.
Behind my curtain.
Oh, see, behind
Yeah,
the
no,
curtain.
There you
that's
go.
right. Yeah, pay no
I'm
attention
just
to the man
working.
behind the curtain.
I was just
or the
uploading
lady
some
behind the
stuff.
curtain.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, ma'am.
Woo!
It's Agent M.
And she's gone.
No.
Oh, and
Just like that.
She's the great wizard. She's the
Bye.
Wizard of M. So just
The Wizard of M.
pay no attention to the man. Pay no attention to the Mets behind the curtain.
I'm letting this nerd out session go long because I don't think our next topic is going to be a very long topic. We can start that.
Is our next topic pickles suck?
How magic.
Pickles
suck.
They really
Pickle-
do.
pickle
Shut your mouth.
chicharrones.
Pickles are
I can't eat
amazing.
anything pickled.
I love pickled
Well,
stuff.
Forrest, I
Except
gotta
for-
ask: are you
sweet
with
pickles.
the retro stuff we're doing? Are you going back and going over libraries of games we can play?
Yes.
See, that's a good nerd out.
Can Valkyrie
That's a
That's a
profile
great
me one?
one.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Way
Norse
to spread that
mythology.
Which one?
Valkyrie profile.
Valkyrie
Oh, Valkyrie
profiles.
Profile. What about
That- Freaking
um,
game.
Xenogears?
Xenogears.
I always get stuck in
Okay.
Xenogears.
That's
There's
a
like
long
one
one.
part that Bart's
It's a
supposed to
good
open a
story,
fucking
though.
lock with his
It's good,
eye,
but
and I
it's
cannot
stupid
figure out
long.
what I'm doing wrong, and I've never gotten past it, so I've never beaten it. And I'm mad because I know that's one of the best games of all time.
No,
It is a
Valkyrie
fantastic
profiles
game.
gets me
It's one
before
of
all
the
the
best.
voice
I will
lines.
agree with you there, Anthony. It's one of the best.
Well, Aubrey knows what game I found in my collection recently that I've never played, and she's going to
I
be
am
joining
so
me for
excited! Can't wait for us to go through it. Oh my god, you're
What
gonna
is it?
check her out. I love it. You're gonna be like,
Lord of the
"What
Rings on the Super Nintendo.
Oh,
wow.
There's a
shoot.
Super
No,
Nintendo
I'm
Lord of
so
the
excited.
Rings?
Yeah,
I am
I have it.
so
Is it like
excited.
E.T.?
I can't wait. Oh, it is. It's
I mean, I
epic.
have ET too, but
Oh no!
It is epic in its awfulness. It's epic.
E.T.
I'm like, oh,
the best
just get ready,
game
there, man.
ever
Get
made.
ready.
it is. It's a
That
great game.
game is so good that it caused the entire video game industry to crash.
Which one?
Yeah.
What one?
ET.
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 E.T. Oh yes.
But
Yes.
we needed it to crash to get to where we are now.
Mhm.
Um,
Get God of War Ragnarok. Awesome.
Oh yeah, I'm doing between Mega Man with 4s that we're doing.
Hells yeah.
And I'm doing the Gotham Knights playthrough with my co-hosts.
Oh, nice.
So
you know what?
I'm sorry.
I was just about to play Gotham Knights tonight, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. I don't have enough time to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and hop on this because I have not been on the show in forever. And I was like, I need to get on here.
But the
I
game
was
was
surprised
terrible.
to see Gotham Knights coming out because like I didn't hear about it until like it was almost here, and I'm like, there's a new
So
Batman.
one of these days, you're just gonna have to. I'll be right back.
Hi.
Okay,
One of these
bye.
days, we're going to have to. I'll be right
Right
back.
back.
How the Arkham Knights is though, considering like I haven't heard.
God damn it!
No, so that's the whole thing is I
dropping
because I
shit.
pre-ordered it.
I
So
know.
my whole thing was I need to. I figured I need to play it just to kind of get my own opinion on it.
Nice.
We'll have to play
I
this
see it.
sometime, guys.
A little bit.
It blips in
Got
and
all
out.
this
It's like
too.
your
Yeah,
cat.
let's get it out. Hold on.
But I figured getting that, like I said, in order to get my own opinion on it, I got to play it. And so far, it's like it's
We'll have to
okay.
play
I
this
can't say,
sometime,
like,
guys.
good.
Oh, absolutely. We have to do the Arkham series.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and those are some of the best games ever made. I think
In
that's
honor
just
of
it.
They
Conroy.
really are.
Arkham
They're some of the best
City and
Batman
Arkham
games.
Knight were so
And-
good.
Here's
and
the
Kevin
problem.
Conroy.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Here's the problem: is that Gotham Knights is made by the same company that made Arkham Origins, which
Was terrible.
I actually
Again,
liked that game.
I didn't dislike it, but I
didn't
wasn't like
dislike
this is the best game. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like
Yeah.
oh, this is so amazing. Like it wasn't like Arkham Knight. You know what I mean?
Well, and even Arkham Knight, like I think that the gameplay of that one with the freaking Batmobile, like that was the biggest nag on Arkham Knight. Like I would almost rather go back to Origins and play that one because it was a little bit more like City, which is my favorite.
Right.
City was so good.
But it still didn't have that consistency. There's still like issues with it. I get it. It was like the filler game because they were doing it. But like that would have been the time if they could have to implement something with the Batmobile
Right.
or
But what's
figure
funny-
out a way of finessing it or something. I don't know.
What's funny is Arkham Knights is kind of like it's just like Arkham Origins. It's the game they're doing in between while we're waiting for Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Right.
And Suicide Squad is actually made by Rocksteady. So I mean, like like that's
So then that's it right there. That's it right there. We need another Batman game. It's been too long. People like it. They'll buy it. It's fine. It's
Well, like-
fine.
You don't have Kevin
It's like
Conroy anymore.
company.
How are you gonna
Right.
do
Suicide
that?
Squad is going to be amazing because Suicide
Money, the
Squad.
same reason Disney remakes all their old shit. Like, we need to do a live action of every single movie we've ever animated because it's, money.
Cha-ching.
Can we make
True.
it better? No. Never once.
Okay, Anthony, have you seen the Full Metal Alchemist live action? What'd you think about it?
No, I have not. And again, I don't believe the anime should be live action. I don't understand the appeal for it. I don't see the need for it when there was something already good. That I could just watch that and be amazed if they do that.
I love
That's
that.
brilliant.
Because regular non-weebs aren't going to watch it. So that's the whole thing is they need to go and like that's how they're trying to market it for everybody else to watch it, right? They want
I'm just asking
want
you,
Grandpa
Anthony, because
Joe.
your reactions are hilarious, right?
no, his reaction is perfect and I love it. But I mean, like just
Editing is best editing. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, just like just Grandpa Joe, who has Netflix, is not going to sit there and by chance go by and watch the original anime as good as the anime is.
He's watching the fucking live action one though. Like,
a lot of times they will if they're into action. A lot of times they will.
it's this one with this strange girl and a metal monster next to her.
Yeah. It's just like they're like again a movie that we will not mention, but I'm going to mention
live action, Edward. Yes.
fucking Dragon Ball, the worst.
Oh God!
Oh my God.
Proving my points exactly.
Oh my God. Yeah, I think I've said this already on this.
worst.
I have a story about this. So before Dragon Ball Evolution came out,
Evolution.
it was
That's
when
what
it
it
was
was.
still it was still when it was just like in poster form, and me and my ex fiance, we were walking out in the movie theater and we hear and it's like late at night and it's the only us, and also we hear this, no, it's not true, no, we're like, what the heck? And there's this kid and he's like kind of beating on this poster. I'm like, what the heck is going on? He's like, who the fuck is that? I guess that's Goku. But like, we're like, what? So we go up and we see the Dragon Ball Evolution poster. And he's like, is that supposed to be Piccolo? What the fuck is this, guys? What is this? It just goes off and it's so, and we're like,
It's like, why is he not a
reacting
5-year-old?
for sure?
How is he fighting Piccolo and he's not a 5-year-old? What is this?
I made sure that
I hate to do this, guys. I'm not trying to be racist in this, but why is he white?
No, seriously,
No,
that was the other one.
exactly.
Why the hell is he white?
Why are
Who
you
the fuck
using
is
guys?
that? I guess that's Master Roshi. Why is
Is that
Master
where M. Night
Roshi in-
Shyamalan got that idea from? Was like, let me just completely recast this entire world.
Oh god,
It's
the
completely
whitewashing
different
in
people for this
Avatar: The
reason.
Last Airbender.
So you're
You
saying that
can't.
Speed Racer was fantastic?
No, I would rather watch the animated show. And again, they froze
It's like,
on
why
most
is
of
the
those
cast
things.
of Shameless in Dragon Ball? What is happening here?
Yeah.
I mean, I think Yamcha was pretty all right, but Yamcha, and then what the seriously, I don't know what's wrong with Chuang Fat, but oh
Will
my
the
god,
Master
What was
Roshi
up with
please
his- what
stand
was this
up?
Roshi? What the heck was with this Roshi? It was fine, like when we were watching it, so we went and saw it. And we're like, okay, we can kind of get with this. All right, it's fine. It's cool. We got the grandpa and him scene with them like doing the practice fight. That was cool. The sparring session, that was neat and interesting. And then Bulma comes in. You're like, okay, I can get on board with that. Bulma looks cool, whatever. And then Master Roshi comes in and everything goes to shit. You're like, what the fuck is this movie? It's awful after that. It's awful. You cannot get on board. Like
I
you
have a
can
knack for seeing that
maybe-
in a trailer. If I see the trailer of the movie, I go, I already know that's awful. I'm not going to go spend money on that.
I will.
Well-
Why would I let those people think that, oh, I can make another one of
Well,
these?
we were like, okay, this is before. Okay, this is like 2009, I think. 2000. Come on, we were like, all right, this is before the
remember.
slew of live actions, and they're awful.
Oh yeah.
And we're like, okay, we'll give this a chance. Who knows? Maybe it'll be good. Okay.
Hey, I remember the Street Fighter 2 movie.
Oh,
that
so
one.
Oh my
Yeah.
We
god.
don't
We're gonna
speak
go
of
up
that
river.
ever.
There's one
bad.
accurate thing
It's
in
so
that entire Dragon Ball movie. It's the only thing that's accurate in the entire movie.
Kamehameha.
No, not even that. Right? The Kamehameha. No, that was terrible.
No, it's
The
terrible.
the only thing that is accurate in that movie is that Piccolo seems dickless. So there we go.
Fair.
Fair.
Namekians
I don't know what the
don't
fuck
have
was up with his
penises.
Yes, the
makeup. Why
virginity
wasn't he green?
scenes and alien dick. I love it. I love
Yeah.
it.
I mean, why was he
We
white?
know
and not
Piccolo
green?
doesn't have a
That was
penis. He's
weird.
asexual. So I'm saying that the character seemed very dickless. So there we go.
Is that what those
Okay,
like little antennae are for? Like that's how they procreate.
No, they
they-
spawn.
yeah, they spawn
They
from
create
eggs.
eggs in their stomachs and puke them out.
Yeah,
Oh,
they spawn.
lovely.
That's
I mean,
exactly how they
that's
do it.
romantic right there.
I mean, yeah.
Oh God. Okay, we're gonna
Yeah.
talk. Damn, Phil Say-Wong, thank you for bringing it up. Street Fighter 2. Why are we gonna make Guile not American and we're
Right?
gonna
Oh, he's
the
French.
Native
It's like a
American?
weird French.
No,
Oh my gosh. My-
NATO.
Because they're like, what white guy do we know that can do like martial arts? Jean-Claude Van Damme. Anybody else? Not really.
Like
Why? Okay.
why is
Why?
Jean-Claude
There are
Van
so
Damme?
many. There are so many others. I do not
And they made him
understand
a
it.
NATO character. Why is it that in that same vein they decided that Vega doesn't need to be Spanish?
Right?
Well-
No, I agree
well,
with you completely.
What
Yeah,
did they make him in the
no.
movie? Because I thought he was
Oh,
still
it's so
He-
bad.
He was Hispanic, but he was American.
He's American. It was bad. It's just
Well, they
that
fucked
whole
up that
movie.
entire casting. It's fine.
Oh,
I
no.
mean,
His
it's one
daughter
of those
became Hawaiian somehow, and he's a fucking
one of those
sumo
yeah.
wrestler.
Oh yeah, no.
What was up with Ken? What was up with Ken and Ryu doing?
Oh, they were terrible.
Oh, secret
Like,
agents
what was them, like,
Ryu and
running with this
Ken.
weird, like this weird scam thing. I don't understand it. It's so weird.
Well, and then they chose the wrong color for fucking Chun-Li's iconic outfit. She's blue. The second character plays the pink one. What's wrong with you?
Now,
Right.
now,
What is
okay.
right?
Here's the only casting that was amazing, and we will never
Amy.
get again.
Raul
Raul Julia as
Yes.
yeah, exactly. Raul Julia as
Bison?
Bison was
As
fucking
Bison.
amazing. Like that
Oh,
was
yeah.
the only part of that entire movie that was
Okay.
Small,
Dude,
like,
that-
that's-
He
went
yeah,
all
he's
out
got
for it,
that-
too.
That was this big, intimidating figure to me.
No.
He's got
but
that
the most
iconic
quotable-
line
amazing.
in that movie that is
The most
one of my
excellent.
favorite lines from any movie of all time. But that's when he is it to Chun Li. He says, "What for you was the worst day of your life, for me was just a Tuesday."
Yes.
Right. That was a great
Still
line.
to this day, they talk about like in good writing. That's like the only thing in that movie that was a well written line.
Right.
Okay, one of my favorite lines, though. I love this line, and I love the reaction of everybody. So it's when Jean-Claude Van Damme does his speech. He goes, "We're gonna go up river, and we're gonna kick that son of a bitch bison's ass so hard that every son of a bitch is gonna feel it. Who's with me?" And then like that pans to everybody, and it's crickets. No one is clapping.
See, I love Kylie Minogue's Cammy. I liked her as a singer, so for me, I was like, "Oh, she's hot.
Yeah.
I like it."
But I mean, she's a good Cammy. Thomas
Why are
Bailey
we
also
still
saying why is
talking
he
about
not-
this?
But I mean, Thomas Bailey saying why is he not 7 foot and 300 pounds of
Nerd
pure
out.
weight?
It's current nerd out.
I
That's
have
why.
too many special memories of this movie, so that's why it's so
No, you
bad.
want to watch the good one
So
though?
love
Watch
it.
the animated one, the Street Fighter.
Street Fighter
the
Five is
animated movie.
amazing.
The animated
my
one was good.
God.
Has anybody
So good.
here?
Make
I
that
have
a
an
live
animated
action. I want to see
series.
I
that.
have to ask you guys: has anybody here seen Assassin's Fist?
I think
No.
so.
But I've seen Street Fighter the animated
sounds
series. It's
familiar.
like
Yes,
Street
I
Fighter
have
5.
seen
It's
Assassin's
amazing.
Fist.
Assassin's Fist is the
I've-
only Street Fighter live action thing that's been done that was good.
And the dude
Hmm.
who plays Ken is an incredible martial artist.
Oh yeah. Well, the dude who
Nice.
played Ryu was good too. But so the dude who played Akuma is the guy who directed and wrote the script.
Oh,
figures.
that's cool.
Well, now I really have to
Oh,
check
yeah.
this out. There
And
was
they
like a
never
good live
finished
action
it.
Street Fighter.
So it was so it was technically fan made, but the dude who
That's why.
that's what I'm saying.
It was incredible. It was
But
so
the
good.
budget was actually really high. The dude who made it was a stunt actor who he was actually in the Bourne series. He was one of the the stunt actors in the Bourne Identity movies and all that. He basically they spent I want to there's a making of it on YouTube, and he spent, I think they said 6 months analyzing all of the fighting techniques from the game
Yep.
and making it a real and basically making that fighting style into a real fighting style. So they like created their own martial arts based on a video game so that it looked
That's
accurate
awesome.
in the movie.
Yep. And that final fight between Ken and Ryu was
Oh yeah.
incredible.
I have to watch this. I haven't seen it.
So it's,
Yeah,
it's,
Oh.
now I'm
it,
intrigued.
it was a 10-part series on YouTube. They put it together as a movie and it was on Hulu for the longest time. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
still there.
That sounds
Is
like
it-
what they did with Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
On YouTube as well.
They did
I think
2
it's called
seasons of
Mortal
that.
Kombat Legend. Yeah, and Jerry Ryan actually plays Sonya Blade. And apparently,
Yeah, and the
really good.
origi- and-
I've seen the first couple episodes. It's
And Shang
really
Tsung
good.
came back as the
Yes.
guy from.
Okay. You know what would be the best fucking live action series, and I wish it would be done, and it's based off of a great fighting game that I want a reboot or something. Fucking Darkstalkers. I love me some Darkstalkers.
Darkstalkers.
I thought-
Okay, here's the
I thought you
problem
I only
with
know Darkstalkers
Darkstalkers. Morrigan and Felicia cannot be done in real life. Period. Say
I
Wong,
mean, they're
back
gonna
me up.
CG most of it anyway, so it's fine. Like
I've
it
seen
could
some
be
pretty
done.
good. I've seen some really good cosplayers do Morrigan right. I am just saying.
Mm,
I know some
She just
people have
has
done
to
it.
be Irish, and Felicia has to be like not that typical anime girl that people do live action, which is really creepy and weird. But yeah.
God.
totally creepy and weird.
Thank you.
That's
And say Wong, thank you very much.
Oh,
I have a
right.
question.
That's
I have a
right.
question for you
Me.
anime fans. I've never seen any anime or anime movie.
Get
I
off
know
my
it does
screen.
Oh,
Get off
Anthony was
get off
talking
this
about.
channel,
He's
man.
not
Get off
T-Guy,
my
are you
screen.
surprised?
Shave your beard and get off my screen.
Anthony was saying
Done.
that B movies. I mean, I love B movies in my genre of things.
Yes.
So I mean, like Dragon Ball and stuff like that. Doesn't that have to be so bad it's good at some point in time?
No.
I
No,
don't know if that
that
was
movie, you
enough.
cannot make that movie worth watching. It's so bad.
So what you're saying is it's not bad
It's not
enough
bad enough that it's
to be good.
Is it
But
bad
it's
enough to
just
be
bad.
on Rift Tracks or
Yeah.
MST3K?
Oh, 100%.
Okay. Dragon Ball Evolution. The sad thing about Dragon Ball Evolution is it is not enjoyable like Street Fighter 2. Like Street Fighter 2 is bad. Parts of
But
it
so
are simply
goofy
unwatchable.
enough you
But
can
there are
kind
some
of-
parts that are so entertaining that you look back and you're like, that was a fun looking, like Raul Julia's performance. You can go, I'm like,
Yeah.
that was entertaining. It's actually
Yeah.
really quotable. It's fun. It is not that way with Dragon. The only, as I said, the only part that's actually really that's anything that's kind of cool and quirky is like the first 10 minutes of the film. Or 10, 15 minutes of the film. You're like, okay, cool. Yamcha's cool. All right, I can get with that. All right, the guy's quirky and weird and like he's Asian and Bulma's really cool. She's this tough chick who's kind of this badass who wants to get revenge on her for her father because her father's missing, and doesn't know where he's at. And she first wants revenge, but she also wants to find out where he's at. Okay, cool. I can get with that. She's like this no nonsense character. Goku's kind of this clueless teenager. All right, whatever. Then Master Roshi gets in. You're like, this is awful, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's all you get from it. And then you're like, what? And then Piccolo comes. And you're like, what the fuck?
So I mean, I know
Seriously.
nothing about Dragon Ball, so maybe I like it.
I mean,
It's
possibly
just
it could have
not-
been made
it's
for you. It's
not
like the
good as
Double
a
Dragon movie,
Oh, I love
Yeah.
the Double Dragon movie. But he's-
I have one. What about Pokemon?
Pokemon was done with Detective Pikachu, and it was actually very well
Detective
done.
Pikachu was
Yeah.
actually
I
really-
love Detective Pikachu. I will
It
watch
was
more
a
movies like
very
Detective
well
Pikachu any
done.
day.
that lives in
movie.
universe. It's really good.
I know. I
Yeah.
loved it. I thought I was actually just talking about it, like how I want to watch it again. I'm like, I want to see Detective Pikachu again. It was great.
So that would be a successful anime style.
yes.
I mean,
Show.
kinda, but like
Sure.
Pikachu never talked like Ryan Reynolds before, so
Yeah,
But
but there's
why not
story
now?
behind that.
There's a
There's a
story.
reason.
I
There's
get
a
it, but I
reason.
feel like it's like a separate entity. It's like the Chippendale Rescue Rangers movie is not the same as the show.
Sure, and you're right.
Right,
You're
okay.
absolutely
Sure.
right.
Bring that into this world versus
I still have to watch it.
It
I
was
still have to
great.
see the Chippendales Rescue Rangers movie.
which I heard that one was good too.
Yeah,
Uh,
it was good. Yeah.
Pikachu, like they explain it in a way where it 100% makes sense that Ryan Reynolds is voicing that character.
Yeah.
Right.
They do. You get on board with it. You totally get it. They're like, yeah, this is not like a normal Pikachu.
Yeah, it's not
And
supposed
it's
to be.
really
It's not like a Pikachu that you would ever meet
Oh.
in the wild anywhere.
And
in
the
that
surprise at the end, it just warms you. It ties it so
Yeah.
well together, and you're like,
It
oh
does.
my god! I'm about to do it because I don't want to ruin it for anyone. But I'm like, oh my god, this actually happened.
And another one,
Child.
another one that worked really well, and I know it was a video game first, but it was an anime in many renditions. Sonic the Hedgehog worked really well.
Yes.
Sonic
I
1 and
haven't seen
2
it yet,
was
but that's what I've heard.
excellent.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, I think that
And of
one's
course, then
actually
they snubbed Jim Carrey
better.
at the
Mhm.
at the awards.
I think the Mario movie will be fine, Sewong.
I'm waiting
Yeah.
for
Okay,
and Jim
That's
Carrey.
what
makes
I'm
no acting
excited.
anymore. I'm
I'm
waiting for Jim Carrey to put on a fat suit. I want him to put on a fat suit.
I know.
Who?
I know.
It'll
they're taking
happen.
it- they're
It'll
taking
happen.
it
Don't
easy.
worry.
You want his
Yeah.
ignorance.
You want to see a bad Mario though? Go look up the Mario animated series.
Oh
from the
God!
90s.
from
It
the-
is
You
Love
need the
it.
God
Super
awful.
Mario Brothers Super Show with
Which
Lou
show?
Albano.
Super Mario
Oh
Show.
yeah.
Yes.
Lou Albano as Mario. Oh my God, Captain Lou.
Hey Luigi, you want to go down these pipes?
You gotta sing it. Swing your arms from side to side.
Come on, it's time to
Time to
go.
go
Do
do
the
the Mario.
Mario.
Yeah, if you thought that Chris Pratt was a bad voice, watch that.
That's
series.
as bad
It's
as Go
really
Ninja, Go Ninja, Go, guys.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
hey, don't rip on Vanilla Ice's second greatest hit.
I actually
Dude.
love Ninja Turtles too. Okay, I actually love.
I
that
love both.
movie.
I like all
My
of the Ninja Turtles
childhood.
movies.
Kino
I
was
even
so
love 3.
bad.
I even think 3 is hilarious
Ninja.
at points.
Ninja rap.
Rap,
Yeah.
rap.
Oh, those are some brilliant times,
Go,
aren't they?
Ninja, go. Yes. Oh, 3 is hilarious though. You just like points to Casey. Just God, Casey Jones and like he's trying to like keep those samurais like entertained. He's like, oh my God, what the fuck? And then he just goes back to the feudalism Japan.
Yes.
3 is great. 3 has some great moments like that. They're just like,
Oh
what the fuck?
boy.
I think a good topic for the future would be like, what movie would you never watch again? Like something that you've watched once. Like,
Mortal Kombat 2.
Lies don't really
Are we talking about Mortal Kombat Annihilation?
Yeah, the movie that never
no, let's not talk
existed.
about how no.
The worst movie where let's just find ways to shoehorn every character in the franchise all into one movie and make it not make any sense.
Oh,
Well, let's kill
I
Johnny
still
Cage
find
like a
that so
bitch.
bad
Let's
that
just
it's
kill
good, though.
Johnny Cage.
Like
Let's
it's
first
ridiculous
5
to
minutes. Let's just
a
kill
degree.
Johnny Cage. Just
Right.
awful. Like, let's not make it his death mean anything.
Nope.
Fuck you, movie. Fuck you.
Well, is that because they didn't want, he wanted more money than they would give him, and they're like, well, no, we'll just fucking kill you then.
Yep, that's what happened.
There it is.
So yeah, and I'm gonna
That was
say
so
it just one time, guys, one time. That movie was a fucking disaster.
Oh yeah.
Disaster.
Of course, it's
Disaster.
dumpster fire.
Dave missed it again. Dave missed it again. By the way,
Wow.
I am the sole purpose for corrupting Mr. Force. This is my doing. I take responsibility. What, honey? What? What?
What, you made him watch Mortal Kombat Annihilation?
No. no,
Are you
just
are you
my
saying I'm the
story.
only person with that on Blu-ray?
Oh my.
No, I will still watch it, but God, it's
Oh, I
awful.
love it. It's so bad.
It's
So bad. I love it. I love, obviously, especially horror. I love bad movies.
Though I will
It's
say,
like it's like
I will
Howard the
say-
Duck bad.
Hey, I also have
yes,
that
it
on
is-
Blu-ray.
It's pretty bad, but I will say at
The
least
skinniest
Johnny.
existence.
At least they actually, I okay. There's a couple things I actually like about Annihilation. I like Super Sub-Zero. I thought he was cool,
Mhm.
even though they didn't have him in nearly enough. Because fuck you guys, fuck you movie. And also I like that Sonya Blade at least mentions Johnny and like says, yeah, Johnny Cage death, like just like Johnny Cage died or something like that. It's like he didn't have to die. At least that was cool. I those are the two moments.
Well,
Two
what'd you
moments.
think of the new one that came out?
That was okay. So
Haven't
visually, it
watched
was
that.
stunning. It was a
Yeah.
really like.
I
it was
heard
a-
it's not good.
It's a,
It-
okay.
it
It's a
wasn't terrible,
fun.
but
It
it's
is
a
the
fun
uni-
made a new
summer
character as
action
the main
movie.
character.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
it lives in universe. The whole thing is like you have a Mortal Kombat movie where they never got to the tournament. So I mean, like, you know, the whole thing
Blank
is they're trying to stop the tournament before the tournament can even happen, right? But like they focus so much on trying to stop the tournament that you never got to a point where they got to Outworld and the tournament started. So I mean, like,
Yeah.
you know, but I mean, like, they what they did well in that movie, like he said, the visuals were really good. You finally got a very good version of Scorpion's background. Even though they didn't bring in what's the sorcerer's
Enough
name?
of him, or just
Shang
make
Tsung?
the main character like
No, the other guy from 4 on.
Kung Lao.
No,
He was gray with the face paint.
Quan Chi.
Raiden.
Yeah,
Quan Chi.
Because
Quan Chi.
Quan Chi is the reason that he becomes Scorpion, right? He basically
Right.
becomes a slave to Quan Chi. So it's like, you know, they didn't throw that explanation in there, and I didn't kind of like, you know, the way that they kind of made him into a hero at the end. Like, would have rather him been like that. I would have rather that redemption happen down the line. Because he does have
it takes a while for him to become a hero.
Right. But it's like they try to do it all within that movie, and it's like they made him a hero by way of revenge against Sub-Zero, and that rivalry was there. They did talk about, like, you know, the history between the two clans, which I liked. I mean, there's a lot of in-universe stuff that's in the movie, just they didn't fully execute it the way that they should have. Kano,
yeah, that's what I heard. Her was
Kano carried the entire movie on his back. He was like the most delightful thing to watch about it. That's why it's not a terrible movie.
Yeah,
there's good moments, especially Kano.
Well, like I said, like Shang Tsung
third strap right here. Yeah,
Shang Tsung was actually done really well. Like, you know, you see the power grab and him having almost like his backstabby nature against like they kind of planted the seeds of him already trying to stab Shao Kahn in the back. You know, like, you know, just you have a lot of these seeds that were planted. Again, they just didn't fully execute it correctly. There were a couple of changes that they could have done that would have made this movie a lot better.
Yeah, Johnny Cage. Yeah, nope, that movie's terrible. There's no Johnny Cage in it. I'm sorry. Terrible movie.
That was something I was upset about, but you know, they said in the sequel, he's going to be in the sequel, and they're saying, oh, how do you guys feel about this? I have to ask you this, right?
I know who they say is going to play him.
Well, how do you guys feel about him saying that Mike Mizanian might be playing Johnny Cage?
I don't know who that is.
Who?
Okay, so Mike Mizanian, The Miz, is a wrestler.
Oh, The Miz.
My God,
Okay.
The Miz.
No.
I think Mike Mizanian is the perfect pick for Johnny Cage. Why? Johnny Cage is arrogant. right? Johnny Cage.
No, but Miz is
a-
old. Miz is old now.
No, but that's
It has
Johnny
nothing to
Cage is
even do
supposed to
with
be,
that.
though.
It has nothing to do with that. It has to do. Is he?
Look at the
Is he
storyline.
any good of an actor? Like
No,
that's.
look at the storyline. Like, look at the storyline. The storyline is that Johnny Cage is
Washed up.
not really washed up, but he's on the outs of his career. So he's like on the tail end of his career, and
Need
that's
something to reinvigorate it.
right. You know, he thinks that if he wins this tournament, that he can be relevant again. You know, that's the whole big thing, and that's
And he
as
gets-
you play like Mortal Kombat 10, Mortal Kombat 11, all the newer games that are coming out. The whole big thing is that Johnny Cage is just trying to ride on his on the fact that he won the tournament, right? And as far as the way the canon plays it for him, and it's like, you know, like Johnny Cage is supposed to be older. He's supposed to be washed up. He's supposed to be super arrogant. I mean, I think The Miz is a handsome enough dude to play that character. I think that he, personality wise, fits that character, because if you ever see
Jason David Frank, that's usually really good as Johnny
Jason
Cage.
David
Oh
Frank
my
would do that too.
god.
But if you
I'm sorry, Jason David Frank would be the perfect Johnny
if
Cage.
you ever watch The Miz, like, it's very rare.
I've never seen
It's
this.
not in character, right? But if you ever see him not in character and him like in a documentary where he's being himself, he's actually a really likable guy. You know, like, he's actually not the character that he plays on TV, and he like from the
shocker there.
Yeah, I know. The real world on, you know, like, he plays a very arrogant, very, you know, kind of loathsome character in the person that he is.
You
And
shut your mouth. Shut your mouth, say Wong. Jason David Frank
It's
is
almost
amazing.
like I
Shut
can
your
smell
whole
what
mouth.
The Rock is cooking.
Shut your dirty whore mouth. Jason David Frank is amazing. He's not too old.
You know, it would actually be really another good fun, like, well, for me at least, like, I would love to see like a live action version of this. But Twisted Metal,
they're making one.
they are.
I bet they're making one.
Oh, they're making my day. I got great like Street Fighter and Twisted Metal to look forward to.
Yeah, Twisted Metal is a TV show, and it's going to be on. Is it Paramount Plus that it's coming out on?
Of course, it's fucking Paramount Plus, the one streaming service I don't
Exactly,
have.
Thomas. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Damn it!
How
It's
dare?
between that
How
and Sound
dare?
Effect.
Blasphemy. Fucking blasphemy.
I'm going to find it for you right now.
Thomas, you
Already
forgot
on
Lord
the same
Draken.
Well, not canon-ish. Unfortunately. Needs to be canon, though.
No
In the show.
thanks.
No, it's going to be on Peacock.
Okay.
Dude,
Cock. Yeah, peacock. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, Katy Perry.
Twisted Metal is going to be on Peacock. Let's see who's in it. Anthony Mackie, Stephanie Beatrice, Thomas Hayden Church. No shit. I didn't know about this casting. Samoa Joe is playing Sweet Tooth.
weird.
He's a
I
wrestler.
don't know who that is. I have
He's
no
a
idea who
wrestler,
that is.
and Will Arnett is doing the voice.
That makes sense.
Wow.
That'll be
Okay.
interesting.
That makes sense.
That's interesting.
Oh no shit! Nev Campbell is in it.
Ooh,
Wow.
Calypso.
No, she's playing Raven.
Ah,
Uh,
that fits.
yeah. Anthony Mackie is playing a new character, but he's supposed to be like the main character that they're following. So it's supposed to be somebody.
Shocker.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a new person coming into the tournament.
I feel like they do that because they don't want to piss off the fans and be like, this is, we can't pick the favorite character, so we have to make a new one so it's fair for everyone. All of your favorite characters are just side characters.
Isn't there
No,
different
you know what? I
people
think
who
Anthony
they
Mackie-
have
Oh,
tattoo
you mean like
makeup.
Resident Evil movies?
Yeah. Oh, God, Alice was
What?
the worst character ever. I'm
Are
sorry.
you saying you didn't enjoy playing Alice in all 8
No.
Resident Evil?
Right, right.
It's the worst part of those movies. I'm sorry. Like,
I
you,
I like
agree
the
with
first
you.
one, and then after
sorry, I
that,
agree
yeah,
with
it's
you.
just God.
Well,
why?
the first
Why?
one's really the only horror one that was there.
Leon
never did
Kennedy
Code
is
Veronica.
the
She would've
main
been great as
character of
Veronica.
that freaking series, period.
Yes.
Yeah,
Leon.
I don't know
Absolutely.
why they didn't have her as Veronica. I don't know. That's just
Yeah.
this is wonky.
Because-
The whole thing is
because he needed to give his wife a role, and he wanted to give her something that was original and make her more badass than any other character. And that's
And then they
whole
just
point of why
changed the
he does that.
continuity like 5 times.
They just
over.
made her the ultimate Mary Sue. Let's face
I was
it.
gonna
Yeah.
say they could have just moved her
true.
over to Star Wars and called her Rey. Done. Jeez Louise. Van, where the hell did you go? You lost your show, buddy.
Yeah, no.
No, he's checked out. He's like, I'm out. Bye. It's too dirty.
Who the hell who do you think is doing all these dope camera changes and stuff?
Mezzo.
That's me in the back.
Is that
I
supposed to
get
be?
no
is that supposed
goddamn
to be
credit
the
around
guy
here
that's
for
playing-
anything.
That's the body
okay.
guy. That's the body of Sweet Tooth. So this is the dude who's playing the body of Sweet Tooth.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
All
I don't
right.
know him.
Yeah, he's doing the body of Sweet Tooth, and
Okay.
Will Arnett's doing the voice.
I'm also doing the comments over here too, making sure those
Dude,
get
the
up.
guy, the guy's
I'm working
amazing.
hard
though. They
back
can
here,
fucking
man.
pull it off.
Good.
I don't give a shit what you say. Do not.
You
say
should
that
never
about
have to
me.
cover up arm tattoos. I'm sorry.
So I am obsessed with something else, and it's really shallow, but I'm saying it. I'm obsessed with that Jason Momoa is obsessed with wearing a loincloth everywhere.
Yes.
Huh.
That is
That is
pretty
awesome.
fun. That's fun. That's
I
pretty-
Like,
mean, I
just
just
a
want him to
loincloth
come
or
out
just
as a
on
nudist.
top of it?
No, just a loincloth. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
just
sure.
a
wow.
loincloth.
I'm pretty sure he's
showing off
walking
his ass
around cock
everywhere.
blowing everywhere.
Yeah.
It's
Because Aquaman 2
Yes,
got like
like
postponed
both.
because of Amber Heard. Nobody likes that bitch no more, and he needs something to become relevant still. Like, so everyone loves his ass. He's a hot, sexy man, and we'll get that sequel eventually when they just CGI Julia Roberts over her. Or something.
okay. So
It's
Anthony, I
not
gotta
America's
ask
ass, though.
you, Anthony, I have to ask you this, right?
Huh.
So news came out this week that he may be the first person in a comic book universe that's going to pull double duty on characters in the same universe.
Oh,
Did
we
you
talked about
hear-
this.
Yes.
Right. Did you
Yes.
hear what the second character might be?
No,
No.
what is it?
I won't say it. You say it.
He potentially may be playing Lobo.
Lobo.
Oh, that's interesting. But
Yeah.
Chris Evans already did this.
Not the same
Lobo?
And I
universe.
made that point.
No,
I
Chris
made
Evans
that
already
point on
played two
Distance Nerding.
characters in the cinematic universe. Even
No,
though
but it's
with
not in the
Fantastic
Yeah, he was the Human Torch, and he was
And he's Cap.
he was Captain
Right,
America.
but they're not in the same continuity. That's the thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
One
gotcha.
is Disney,
Not
one
yet.
is Sony.
Right. He's gonna. This is gonna be the first time that he basically. There's a chance he could be fighting himself.
Though I will say, hold
That'd
on.
be
Though they are actually in talks about having Chris Evans come back to be in Marvel's Fantastic Four as the Human Torch.
Variant
course
though,
they
so
would.
it'd be a gag.
Of course
Yeah,
they
it'd be
would.
like
The what?
Secret Wars.
Secret
or-
Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Secret Wars. So he'd be a variant. So if they were
I don't
bringing in
care. As long as they
variants,
bring
so.
the X-Men in, I'm happy. Just
Right.
bring my freaking X-Men.
Well, we're
Question
getting
is,
closer.
Well, I don't know.
Will we get
Mark-
Ryan Reynolds'
I don't
character
know.
from Blade 3? Huh?
That would be
Eh.
great. That'd be okay.
That would be hilarious.
I mean, there's
That would be
Deadpool.
fun to see Hannibal King and Deadpool
Yeah,
walk
that'd be
each other like.
fun.
You know,
That's
How about
probably gonna
this?
be in the sequel.
You get Wade from
Deadpool?
was it Wolverine Origins?
Wolverine
Yes,
Origins.
Yes. And then you get Deadpool,
well, I think Deadpool.
and you get,
joke.
you know, I mean, like you have
That-
all three of them.
They're
I think
actually planning
Deadpool
Deadpool
3 is
3.
gonna
They're
be-
actually planning it. They're actually
Oh, are
having
they?
this whole
Yeah.
story. That's the evolve. Yes, the story is evolving around.
Yeah,
his-
because
his
Deadpool
Wade.
3 is exactly. I'm sorry. go ahead.
Wolverine.
No, it's okay. So Hugh Jackman's coming back as Wolverine, and that whole story is going to evolve around the X-Men origins. And from what I've gathered, again, they're trying to keep it all hush hush, but that's what I've seen from little bits here and there. Is that's what they're addressing it.
Right. Well, what Ryan has said is the plan is more of a multiversal get in the car. We're gonna do multiverse shit kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like the whole idea is he's getting a version of Wolverine and he's going to be messing around in the multiverse, which means two implications in this. One, this potentially means that he can go and fuck around with the old version of Wade from Origins. Number
We
two,
already shot him.
Yeah, I was gonna say shot him in the head.
I mean,
Yeah.
he did shoot him, yeah.
orbit, right? But I mean, two, this is an easy explanation for the multiverse is fucked up. Here's where the X-Men come in.
Yeah,
If-
absolutely. Well, you know,
when
they've
we get the
got
full song.
X-23, Daphne Keene.
Yeah.
They've got her for Deadpool 3 as well.
Right.
So
Well, that'll be cool because
Yeah.
X-23 was always supposed to be a little bit older too. I was surprised when she was so
Yeah.
young. So that'll be fun. I think that'll be really fun.
I think there was someone else that they had in there as well. I can't remember who it was though, but it was another Channing Tatum. having Channing Tatum come, and so people are speculating that he might be
Gambit.
playing Gambit. Yeah.
Oh, that'll be
I could see him
interesting.
as Gambit. He'd be
He's
a
been
good
trying to do it
Gambit.
for like 12 years.
Yeah.
Right?
I keep
Jason
on hearing
Momoa.
My
rumors
cat came back.
Yep.
Sorry.
Rogue though.
Mhm.
I keep
Like,
hearing
he
rumors that
fits
Kiki
Lobo
Palmer's
perfectly.
the Rogue.
Well, so yeah, I mean, there's
That's
all
because
sorts of
she's-
stuff out there.
That's more so because Kiki Palmer, she for Halloween, she was Rogue for Halloween, and a lot of
Oh,
people,
is that where that kind of stemmed from?
yeah, so a lot of people like what she did, and they're just like, oh man, she could play Rogue. Like she looks like a badass Rogue.
And then she was like, I'll totally play Rogue. And she kind of got a little thirsty for it. But yeah. So, and I think she'd be a good Rogue.
Oh, she can do
Again,
that.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it takes the character in a slightly different direction. I guess I don't hear the Southern come out of her
Yeah.
as much, but she looks gorgeous.
I mean, she looks great.
That's Kiki
I just-
Palmer's Rogue.
Does that
Yeah.
mean that we'll finally kill off Miss Marvel? Because that would be lovely.
Like-
Okay, so I think what they're gonna do, and
You mean like Captain Marvel, not
Yeah,
Miss
excuse me.
that's
Marvel.
what I was saying.
Okay.
I think they're gonna kill off Captain Marvel because she's actually been talking about how she doesn't have much left on her contract for movies and that she's looking to do other things. I think that,
And nobody liked it.
but it's, I mean, you know, because the whole thing I think with that is they're gonna start
You have to
moving
the direction of
into-
the script.
right. Because
You don't like Brie or what's her bucket?
Because I've
she's
seen
kind
other
of
things
like a
Brie Larson's in, and
too.
she's perfectly fine. She's perfectly likable.
Yeah, well, I think the
That's
issue with
blasphemy.
Brie is she's a little arrogant in the way that she kind of presents
Yeah,
herself.
people didn't like working with her.
Yeah, like,
It's
you
kind
know,
of like Amber Heard. It's filtered into.
I wouldn't compare her to Heard. Heard is way worse, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I think the issue that Brie Larson has is that she tends to, like, you know, in any conversation that she's in when it comes to Captain Marvel, it's not a
Mhm.
well, she's a strong character. It's a well, no, she's the strongest character. Nobody can fight her. No, it doesn't matter what you think. I don't care what you think. She can beat everybody.
That's
When she fought
absolutely
Thanos, I mean, you know, and the whole thing is like the way that she presents it is really just kind of arrogant, and nobody likes that. It's very off-putting with the way that she does it. Versus like you look at like kind of like the way other people kind of do like strong characters, like Elizabeth Olsen, right? Like she doesn't sit there and talk about I'm the strongest character, because if you know the comics, she's absolutely one of the strongest characters in the entire
Yeah.
Marvel universe, and
That's
she
right.
doesn't really put it out there.
Because if you
know,
Right.
she's absolutely.
Yeah.
Scarlet
I
Witch is
agree,
also a
but
more
I
interesting
like-
character.
I liked her. I liked Captain Marvel. It's actually
Oh, yeah.
one of my favorites. So
No.
I
would
think
much
Brie
rather
Larson
watch
is a
Wonder
good Captain
Woman.
Marvel. I think she's a good Carol Danvers. I really do.
Yeah.
It's more. It's not so much the way she portrays the character as it is the way she, kind of like her level of arrogance off screen.
yeah. Oh no, I think that's what turned everybody off. And I do think she was a little cardboardy in places.
Well, and they wrote her as a Mary Sue. Like, I mean, she just has powers.
Yeah.
She's perfect.
Yeah.
It's great. Like there's not much of an arc
Right.
building off of that. Like it's not one of those characters. It's kind of like DC for me. DC Universe is great, but I really love the Batman villains because they're the ones I can sink my teeth
Yeah.
into. And everyone else, I'm like, okay, aliens, cool, got it. It's awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
Except Joker.
That's why Batman.
'Cause
That's why
fuck
Batman's
him.
amazing.
Well, Joker's a great character to like kind of delve into. It's just he's been done so many different ways.
Yeah.
Like, how do you pick which one? And why is it not, of course, Heath Ledger?
Well, in my opinion, Heath Ledger is the best live action Joker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
oh,
agree too. Some
absolutely.
people
Damn
still fight
good,
me and
yeah.
say that they prefer Jack Nicholson. But that's because that was their era of Joker.
That
He
was their
a
era, yeah.
vibe. Like,
I mean, I grew up with the Nicholson Joker. But the thing is
Yeah.
that the way I see Nicholson's Joker is it was Nicholson playing the Joker, whereas Heath
Right.
Ledger was playing.
Was it the Joker?
Well, he
Yeah.
was the Joker. He
Right.
and
It
we
was
kind of
encompassed
forget
it in
that
a
it's
different
Heath
way.
Ledger.
The madness made
Yeah.
sense. The off-putting jokes made sense. It fit
Right.
Yeah.
into that kind of weird character, but took it in a completely like left turn, darker,
He
grittier.
was very much an anarchist, and that was like, you know, yeah, and it's just kind of it was that level of anarchy.
God, could you imagine had he not passed away and we had a sequel that had more of that?
Yeah,
That
that would have been awesome.
That was the original
I would
plan.
have loved to have seen
Yeah.
more. I would love to have seen more of Two-Face.
yeah.
Well, I mean, they killed him so fast.
I
really
know. I
like
didn't
how
like that either. I hated that. I wish they had that, and I wish there was more of the Joker. But for animated, obviously it's Mark Hamill.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hamill's my Joker.
Absolutely.
Hamill, Conroy. That's my Batman and Joker right there.
That's
Oh, yeah.
that's
Absolutely.
Batman.
Absolutely.
That there can never be another pair like that ever in the
No.
history of mankind. Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Now I think
mean,
that's
it's-
something that they took live action and do it better animated. Is Batman.
I will
think
give
they
you
do.
that. Although the animated series is pretty freaking amazing.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be nice if they remade that as a live action and took it more that route and made like a cool thing. Gotham.
Do you know they did another season, right?
Huh?
You know
Of the
they
animated
made
series?
another season, right?
No.
Mhm.
All right. So let me tell you about the Cape Crusader. Cape Crusader was pretty much in the can. Kevin Conroy and the entire crew came back. It's an adult version of the Batman animated series. It got canceled by HBO Max before they put it out. But I guess it was more so because HBO Max didn't think that it would do well on the platform. They're shopping it out to other platforms right now. So we may still get it.
Good.
That would be
Kevin
great.
Conroy. That would be awesome if we could get
And
just some more Kevin Conroy.
Well, this would
Yeah.
be Conroy's last performance as Batman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
super important.
I was gonna say, hopefully now that that James Gunn is in charge of all that stuff, like hopefully he's like, 'cause now that he's doing like a bunch of reversals and saying, okay, hey, we're gonna bring this in universe, all that. Hopefully he goes, hey, you know what? This needs to come out on HBO Max.
Mhm.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I'd get HBO Max just to watch it.
My biggest regret, seriously, concerning Conroy is that he was not cast in Under the Red Hood because Jensen Ackles is the perfect Red Hood.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. And if it had they had Hamill and Conroy and Ackles together in that movie,
Oh, that'd been great.
it would have been the best Batman
Yeah.
film of all time.
Agreed.
Didn't DiMaggio play the Joker in that though?
Poorly, yes.
And you know what? I wasn't upset with the way DiMaggio played the character though. Like it's very off-putting because you're expecting, Hamill. But the thing is that if you look at the psychosis, you look at the way he played the character, I did not have a problem with the way that DiMaggio played the Joker in that. And then I forgot who played Batman in that, but that was a complete Kevin Conroy voice match.
Jeez Louise. It was the guy who played Captain Pike in the new Star Trek movies.
Right.
Oh, Ansem. Mount Ansem.
Yes, it was him. That's who.
I love him. Okay, so here's the thing.
Blackwell
I actually
himself?
like him as an actor, and I think he is fantastic as Captain Pike. He is my vote of approval, and I am like a perfectionist, and I'm like, no one will ever top. My God, why can't I think of his name all of a sudden? No, not Ansem. No. I'm talking about original. Oh my God, I talk about all the time.
No,
and
Bruce Greenwood is the one that played. Yeah,
Jeffrey
Bruce
Hunter.
the one
No
that
one could top Jeffrey Hunter as Captain Pike, but Ansem Mount does a really fantastic job.
Mhm.
So, no, fuck Into Darkness, Captain Pike. Fuck that. No, sorry. poor rendition of Jeffrey Hunt, iconic character.
Oh yeah, Henry Cavill's Return to Superman.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what they
The
get
Cage
for
is
pissing
actually
off
my
Beth
favorite
Richards.
episode, though.
Well, I mean, he's got so much more Superman to give. He really does. I mean, I don't think he was used to his full potential in those movies. So,
you gotta make
yeah,
I don't know.
Well, I mean, they fucked up that whole universe anyway because they were so quick to try to copy Marvel that they rushed into so much of it.
Yeah.
Like, they would have given us the slow burn and let's take time with each of these characters and then bring the Justice League together and then do Batman versus Superman and then this.
Yeah.
That would have been perfect. But they were like, oh, let's do 2 movies and then let's just do the Justice League. It's fine.
That's what we needed was more of the slow. Hey Kevin, I don't 100% agree with that. Gotham pissed me off in so many ways.
Yeah, why the fuck was the Penguin?
I thought there was some
emo kid. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, I thought there was some pretty interesting in the first season. I thought it was pretty all right. I thought it was
Jen, you
interesting.
caught that?
I am
And
a
then
really
it just
low-level
went,
villain.
jumped all the sharks. just went down to great. Like they had like I thought they brought in some pretty interesting characters, and then they just dropped all of those plot lines.
No, Asriel was terrible. You don't need to bring in Asriel that early and do what they did. I didn't like the way that they did Asriel at all. Like basically, you're making Asriel like you're bringing him in as a character, and it's like he becomes Batman, right? Like why? Why are you bringing him in when Bruce is like 10?
It's
right?
supposed to be
wasn't a reason.
Okay, so that's supposed to be Azrael's father. So there's the whole line of that. There's a story that goes into that, and they actually talk about in the Dark Knight and the Dark Knight Falls. So Azrael, when he does take over as the Batman, that is the son of the original Azrael, and it's supposed to be like this coding thing. So when he actually isn't Azrael at the time when he becomes Batman, but then the programming starts to take over, and as he starts going crazy because of the programming.
Right.
Of the Azrael persona.
But I mean,
so Azrael is so I'm guessing that was supposed to be the father of because that whole thing runs in a line. So that's not
there was a lot of missed opportunities.
Well, like I didn't like the way they did that. I hated Poison Ivy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. That was awful.
That was weird.
Everything about Poison Ivy. I saw what they were trying to do with the early relationship between Catwoman and Bruce. Did not feel that was executed correctly.
I don't feel like they would have met each other that young anyway.
No,
but like the only thing impressive was that at least they got a young actress that kind of looked like Selena Kyle from the Batman Returns. Why get Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yeah,
because that was my favorite Catwoman. So if she was going to become anybody, it was going to be that one. But like,
I thought that was great.
The Bruce becoming Batman at like fucking 14 was it was not good.
I didn't know he became Batman at 14. That's weird.
Oh, like by the end of the show, he's basically Batman, and it's like he did not earn his right to be Batman. And then the biggest grievance that I had with that show, of all the things in that show, Gordon didn't have a mustache. That's just bullshit.
Well, I mean, he could have grown a mustache later, but it was just, I mean, it feels like a young Gordon. Yeah, it's a young Gordon.
Does he end up having Barbara?
I would hope so. I mean, Batman's not that much fucking older than her.
No, but like
got like 15 years on the girl.
In that show, Barbara was his fiance, which in some comic books, his wife's name is Barbara, but and the daughter Barbara. But in like the first season, she becomes a psychopath and becomes a villain herself. And then
that's what I'm talking about. Drop plot lines. That's what I'm talking about.
And it's like, okay, so this whole thing with Barbara Gordon. And then on top of that, like, at no point does he ever have a daughter. And it's like, I feel like there's just way too many missed opportunities in that show. I feel like
the entire time with Bruce obsessively compulsing about like becoming Batman and getting into the computers and getting into the martial arts and him training constantly. And I don't think any of that really
Pennywise, and I thought that was really interesting. And I mean, I liked how they had Alfred. Alfred was great. I actually liked the character. I like the actor. I thought the actor was really good.
The actor who played Alfred was good.
That was great.
I mean,
there's just so many missed opportunities. I agree with you. It was a shame.
I didn't like that they tried to introduce supervillains before Bruce was even there, because if you know the comics, the majority of those supervillains he deals with, it's
because of Batman that they come out of the woodwork.
Right. It's a cycle. No, it is. A lot of it is a cycle, right? A lot of it is the psychosis is because Bruce is causing that psychosis. It's basically he's there as a superhero. So these 5150s decide that they want to be take it a level further from him and keep going. And it's a level of escalation. So the whole thing is like,
I disagree with you because the animated series like actually says that plainly. I mean, a lot of these people do go into psychosis, but it has nothing to do with Batman. They still would have gone into psychosis regardless of whether Batman was there or not.
Yeah, and a perfect example of that would be the
Clock
King.
Played.
Oh, yeah. God. No, read Arkham Asylum. Like I said, read the Arkham Asylum book, and it's basically that's what it goes into. That's
even the Dark Knight with Heath Ledger. That's the whole point of the Joker, is that the mob people are now obsolete. They need somebody bigger and badder and more over the top to take on this costume cape, crusader. That it did kind of build off onto it, where like it became more and more and more and bigger and more ostentatious. Like they start off as like very mob boss kind of people with the Falcones and the Carmines. And then it kind of escalates from there. Arkham City's lovely.
There's an episode
the actual
in
book.
Batman the Animated Series that actually talked about this, that actually has a lot of this, where they talk about the psychology, and there's a prosecutor who says the same thing, that Batman created all these people, and if Batman would not have been there, these people would not have had these psychoses. And then so they actually kidnap this prosecutor, this psychologist, and they hold this mock trial for Batman, saying that Batman did all this. And at the end, it's like, no, you guys are actually all just insane because you're insane. You are not the reason. He's not the reason why you guys all exist. You're the reason he exists.
I need to see that episode because I
It's
remember that.
phenomenal
really good.
episode.
I remember the one where they did that.
Sorry.
I almost got the Batman, and it's them all at the table.
Almost
Like, terrible
got him.
story.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
I
I
said,
love
and that he
Batman.
was there as old man. Yeah.
Great
like the whole
episode.
thing is supposed to be a cycle, right? It's supposed to be an entire cycle. Like they all exist because they all exist. It's basically, Batman does his thing, and then they do their thing, and then it fuels. Like it's a really convoluted thing, but like it's really, they all exist because of each other. It's like a symbiosis.
It's like Batman
I disagree
attracts the
but
crazies.
okay.
It doesn't mean that they're not crazy before he
Oh yeah,
attracts
no, they were
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah,
exactly.
so they
I'm
just
sorry, but
focus
they
on him.
decided
as the
to make
focus
those
point,
decisions that they made. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, that does not mean that he at all is the reason they exist.
No.
That is not the case.
What it's
I
supposed to be
disagree
is
with you.
more that yes, they're crazy as
What
it is.
superpowered villain existed before Batman?
Huh?
What
Ra's al Ghul.
superpowered
Villain
villain
from
exists
Batman
before
who is
Ra's al
superpowered
Ghul.
with
Ra's
so
al
Ra's
Ghul.
al Ghul. He's like the only one, right? Because he's an
He's
immortal.
well. I mean,
Like,
you have to think
he's
about
got
like some
that,
of them.
that's a
were
good
crazy.
solid storyline of supernatural playing into it.
right?
But
That's
most
how
of those
Batman
are
becomes so
typically
badass.
insane.
Like there's a lot going on there. That's not
Right.
even Gotham's villains. We're talking about what villains in Gotham, specifically Gotham, were superpowered before Batman hit the scene.
They were already doing bad stuff even beforehand. He
Well,
brought
yeah, they were
it
mob
out.
bosses
But
and
they're
shit.
already
The
going
Penguin's kind of like
crazy.
another
Financially
mob boss.
superpowered.
Penguin is a mob boss.
Penguin
Yeah,
was like
he's
Poison
not
Ivy. Nobody had like laughing gas like the Joker. Like, did the Joker exist before Batman, or did like the Joker come after Batman? I don't see very much.
Oh, that's
evidence
another
that
thing
the
I
Joker
hated
was
about
before
Gotham.
Batman.
Oh my god! So another thing I hated about Gotham is I hate when they try to give origins to the Joker. We don't need an origin story for the
You don't
Joker.
need more
I
for
don't
them.
need sympathy for the Joker. The Joker is a monster, and he needs to be treated as such.
He needs to
Right.
be the enigmatic thing that we can't understand because he's
Right.
just
Well,
so
he tries to go into it. He tells this whole story in The Killing Joke about how he had this whole thing about it's just one bad day. And
Yeah.
it's like, you're full of shit, dude.
Well, the killing
Yeah.
ended up being, again, it's faulty narrative, right? The whole thing is that
Right.
it's
It's,
coming out of
an
his head.
unreliable narration.
Exactly. And that's what I liked about the Joker movie was I was pissed that they were giving him an origin story, and then at the end of the movie they explained that
Yes, Kevin.
it's a
Exactly.
faulty narrative, and I'm just like, yes. Like that was the only thing I was when we were reviewing the trailers. I kept saying that the only thing that redeems this movie is if he's a faulty narrator, like in The Killing Joke, and that's what ended up happening, and that made me happy with that movie.
All right.
So it's like,
I mean, and just like Harvey Dent already had cases.
Well,
the case of
psychosis.
he just suppressed us. He already had psychosis and DID.
Yeah, but
Which is
wasn't it
why
also because
that's
Batman
technically
didn't save him that he hated
Has-
the Batman?
No, it has something to do more because
he blames
DID.
Bruce though. He blames Batman.
He blames Bruce, but it has nothing to do with that. That was just a trigger that made the personality surface. But he already
Right.
had them from
But
childhood.
the thing is that
Because
when,
that's what
when
happens
Big
with
Bad
DID.
Harv came out, and took over his entire body,
Right.
like his two-faced personality, the
From Big
way
Bad Harv,
it came
yeah.
out was
Like, we
because
turned this into an hour-long Batman discussion.
I know.
Current narrative, Batman, oldest
Hey,
goddamn.
turn it up, Batman. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot about Batman, so
Oh
it's
god.
all good.
Okay.
so do I. Batman's my favorite character, so it's like
Mine too.
Ew.
Mine
Well,
too.
That's
the
right.
reason I like
We're
Heath
together.
Ledger's Joker was because we're talking about the psychoses. Is you're not supposed to believe him. You're not
No.
supposed
Oh,
to
yeah.
believe
not.
anything that comes out of his mouth.
Right.
So
No, 'cause
any
he's
kind of
going away.
backstory he
Right.
tells you is probably not true. So yeah, that's how it
Scar.
should be done. That's why you should never know what his real backstory is.
Like
Well, that's the
Mark
whole point of
Sanchez.
telling a joke too.
Yeah,
That was the
so-
whole point. He's just
The
he's
sad
a
truth is, I do wish he
non-reliable
smiled a
narrator.
little bit more. Just a skosh. I guess the permanent scar smile was going to suffice, though. It was part of the character. It's meta.
And maybe the prosthetics wouldn't
always
allow it.
and a
He had on him.
fiend. And one day he goes off crazier than usual. Mommy gets the kitchen knife to defend herself. He doesn't like that. Not one bit.
Can you dress up as the Joker with me one day? That would be so much fun.
I've wanted to for so long.
Oh, that was a good episode.
I want to do a like faithful Joker. I've watched the makeup like tutorials on how to do the scars on his mouth, and I like really want to do that because it's not just prosthetics. They're using I forgot what it's called, but it's like a dehydrator, and essentially you put like layers of it on, and it looks like scars.
I know what you're talking about. It is a makeup effects tool that they use to try to age people, essentially.
Yeah.
It stiffens your skin and it creates texture.
Yeah, and so what they did is they do 3 scars with it. They do the 2 main scars right here, and there's another scar on his lip.
The Glasgow smile.
Yeah. And then they put small prosthetics around it, and then that's that, and then you put the makeup over it.
I can totally show you how to do that.
God, but see, the other problem is I don't want to shave my beard.
That would be an issue.
They'll have to probably fight me for us.
You know, but I mean, yeah, like I've done a whole thing on how to transform yourself into the Joker without it just being the voice, right? It's actually going into character, and it's the posture and kind of like the small ticks and just the things that you do just to weird everybody out.
Oh,
weirded the dog out. Apparently,
carrying an actual knife
Gal
in my
did
pocket.
not like
That's
that.
always my favorite.
Hold on.
Yeah, fuck with me and find out, bitch.
I always have a knife on me, no matter.
Why
what.
do we always show off our knives on this goddamn thing? Anyway.
Knives on sabers. Let's go.
Everyone has a weapon within arm's reach. Hi.
I do.
Hey,
I do.
anything can be a weapon.
God, welcome to America.
Oh God, you see what James just said? Okay, young Phil has to be Joker, but also has to do a drag queen version, maybe the nurse out. You know what? I would 100% do the nurse outfit. I actually thought about doing that for Halloween.
I've actually
that.
done that as a drag.
I
was
would
like the best part of that movie.
I actually have done that.
Just because I would do the bad posture the whole time, you know, and just kind of walk around and just do that whole thing. Just that's that would be fun.
So, okay, I actually have done this. I've done this as a drag king. My drag king name is Sirius Lestrange. But I do a whole Joker mix where I legit scared some people because I have one of those fake guns that doesn't look like it's that fake. But I do a lot of the Dark Knight stuff. I pull that out. I do the whole interrogation with the crowd people, and then it goes into CeeLo Green's Crazy, and I take off the Joker outfit and I have the nurse outfit underneath.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a lot of fun.
Sweet.
How about a magic trick? Disappear.
Yeah, I wish I could pull that one off without needing an assistant.
Let's rewind the
That's
clock
actually
back
really good.
a year. These cops and lawyers wouldn't
We
dare
set them off on a tangent.
cross any.
We get it. You know how to do all of the monologues.
What happened? Balls drop off. Yeah, I know, right? Your balls
Okay,
drop
Phil.
off.
All right, fine. You're more of a nerd than
I'll be your Riddler any day.
Wow. Okay, guys. On that note, we are over. But this was way too much fun. I wanted to let this one keep rolling for a while, but I think it is a good spot for us to let people know a little bit about who you are and what it is you do. So let's get a round robin starting here.
Well, guys, my name is Pickles or the Devil's Penis. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Young Phil. I am a co-host of the Distance Nerding podcast. I know James is probably pissed because I'm not wearing our merch right now, but he's probably going to start, screaming in the chat like, "Why are you not wearing our merch?" Distance Nerding, guys. We are a podcast. We do 2 shows a week. Tuesdays we do the download. We pretty much talk about. Why did you say that name?
What is a Martha? What is? Why?
I'm broken. Okay. Tuesdays we do the download where we talk news, rumors, and do reviews, and fun stuff like that. And then Thursdays we do the build where I build Lego on screen, and we have interviews with celebrities, and we do nerdy brackets right now. You guys can actually see it right there. If you can see on the table, I'm building the Lego R2D2 right now. You can see last week's build on the top of the table right there. That's the question box right there. You go further, you can see actually the tumblers right there, and you got my Nintendo. See, this is the stuff I built on our show. What do you say?
Nothing, whatever. Nothing.
Why am I wearing? Why is Phil wearing a turtleneck? So guys, catch Distance Nerding. It's all dumb stuff like you see me doing right now, and just trying to have fun at all hours of the time that we're there. Sorry. Again, my name is Pickles or the Devil's Penis. I will see you guys later.
I was Pickle Rick at one point tonight. I don't know if you saw that.
I saw it.
Yes. All right. So I am Graveyard, co-host of the Mostly Pilot Night, Mostly Horror Movie podcast. We release every Wednesday. Except in October, we do it twice a week. You can catch me, like I said, get any place you get your podcast, you can find me there. You can copy in every once in a while with some retro gaming with fours. We're gonna have the Fab Four of us playing Phasmo on Wednesday next week. So
Sorry.
Yeah, and here after dark.
All right.
Why did you say that name?
Shut up. My money.
What?
I love that they're just kind of like, Graveyard's like, I'm done. Can you guys go?
Hello, Captain Lady Gray. That's actually me. It's my Jedi character. Anyway, yeah, I'm Aubrey. I'm a singer and actress, and yeah, you can go to byldreams.com and you can get on our newsletter because we legit band now. And we are dropping a new song on December 2nd. So you should go totally check it out. When I'm not doing music, I'm hanging out with these lovely people with my CP or KCP husband over there. We play lots of games, don't we, Gear? And we've been playing The Last of Us on Wednesdays. Sometimes I play with the lovely Agent M. We've done a few things, mostly Phasmophobia, which we're going to play on Wednesday. Yay! I have been trying to get onto retro gaming just so we can talk horror. It's going to happen, and then hopefully we'll be recording a Legend of Dragoon gaming thing very soon with 2 queens and a forest. And coming out somewhat soon, next few weeks here, we will be doing the New Order, which is a role-playing game that myself and my co-writer wrote together. My best friend, we wrote this game system together. So we are super excited for you guys to experience it. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. And there'll probably be acting stuff that I'll be doing on the side somewhere around here. So lots of stuff happening.
Yay. Well, I'm Frey Girl. And I mod for New Rockstars. I mod during the break room and also on their Discord. And I love comics and stuff and things. And no, I don't know. I really am not doing that much at all right now. I'm kind of being a housewife, and yeah, so
That is good enough.
I know,
Your
right?
mom is
I'm happy with it. Trust me. I'm okay.
I am the one and only Forz FX. If you own one of these bad boys, one of these prop lightsabers, you may have bought it from Dark Wolf Sabers. You may have bought it from the Kyber Cave. You may have bought it from the Saber community. Hell, you may have bought it secondhand. Go to my website, forzfx.com. Get a sound font. Get it put in your Saber. Enjoy the shit out of that thing. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Nowadays, you can find me just about anywhere, whether it be here, whether it be on a rare occasion over at Distance Nerding, helping those guys out when I'm invited and welcomed. And thank you so much, Phil, for that. You can also find my recordings with Mrs. Forz and Graveyard of The Last of Us, which I'm dropping episode 7 tomorrow. I also play on Thursdays live, because also you can catch Mezzo on Wednesdays. So stay tuned to the Kyber Cave Productions, because we are running Kyber Cave Gaming through the freaking roof.
Woo.
And always join us on, yes. You almost got it out of me, didn't you?
We're not
One. You get one a week from now on. That's
Are
it.
we on the wrong show? Is that not this show?
You get one a week. You catch me here.
Wrong show.
And you can also find me in the Saber community. So with that, good night. I love you guys, and may the Forz be with you.
And with you.
And I am Ark at Kyber Cave. Oh, you got to check out my shirt.
Wait, did you
skipped
Metaphor
Anthony.
to be with you.
You skipped Anthony.
did you forget Anthony?
Did I skip Anthony?
How
Oh, he's
could
at
you?
the bottom.
How
He's
could
a
you
tiny-
do that?
I skip somebody every week. That is how I do it.
Watch me serve vigilante justice to my arch nemesis, the Clucker. All right.
You guys,
I'm Foxman, aka Anthony, aka ACALN, aka Rubik's Cure Arcana. Yes, and you did forget me. It's okay. At least we went live for the first time.
This is true.
now the clucker.
It's a win. It's a win. God, Van would be the perfect Clucker, wouldn't he?
The mother clucker.
I am the mother clucker.
Anywho, fanfics aside, you can find me at my show at Blend Ultra Lounge December 7th for our last show of the year. It's a Christmas extravaganza. Other than that, I work as a bartender at a restaurant, and now is my hell months. So I will be working a lot, but I think I will also possibly net like the down payment for a house this year. So we'll see. Woo! Because my restaurant is busy, and I swear to God, if people don't tip me on fucking Thanksgiving, I'm gonna be mad. Like, I'm not with my family right now. You can give me 20%, Karen. Anyhow. That's all for me.
So go support Anthony. Go eat at his restaurants.
Yes, tip me a lot.
Tip him a lot of money.
No IOUs.
Thanks for
All right, my bad. Once again, my name is Ark with Kyber Cave. We have the show. Oh, I'm going to be in Modesto tomorrow for a convention, and then in Sacramento on Sunday for Toy Fusion. What that means to you is I'm pretty sure we're giving away a Saber this Sunday night, because we are only 16 people away right now, and I'm going to be at two different things this weekend. So I'm pretty sure. So make sure to check Sunday. Go over to our YouTube page. If it says 700 people or more, that means that night we will be giving away a Saber, which means all you have to do is tune in during the live broadcast and leave any comment. And you are in the running. If you have multiple YouTube accounts, you can leave comments from multiple YouTube accounts and have multiple entries into the drawing. So make sure to check back Sunday night, because like I said, with only 16 away, I'm sure we're going to be giving away a Saber. We have shows on Wednesday nights. Mezzo, our director, goes live with her gaming. And we also have a new show, Hearts of Kyber, with myself and John on Wednesdays. So Wednesdays and Friday nights, of course, here every Friday at 8 p.m. Pacific, Kyber Cave After Dark. So until next Friday.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hey.
Patreon.
Sweet.
Oh, the restaurant's Papa Pavlo's in Lodi. Sorry, James Navarro just asked that.
Yes. Thank you. Say it again one more time.
Papa Pavlo's. It's
Papa
Greek.
Pavlo's.
Pavlos.
There you go. All right, y'all. Thank you for hanging out with us. We love you always, and we will see you next week on Kyber Cave Presents. Kyber Cave After Dark. Sorry, I'm looking for the. Met says she has some new stuff, so I want to. All right, peace, y'all.
Mezzo, you're in trouble.
Why?